Me a me di ho chia me ya fra me ADAKABRI mudu osioma na eye me manti dwumadie production nyina esi panyini kwadwo dame ado na so me ofa ase majeri osei agiman ana ono so oboni chidom oyima ku efriye ana onso wo service mrante kwa ne mienu na awiei misinia ko karata otemani mu hasei eye majeri osei agiman
wo fanio
oh sango bu ye nyansi munu a just this you do omudwuma bi. Thank you for your request for Kenny Black daily and you'll be charged 70 pesos daily. Reply yes or no. Me request me nam kokoye.
Oma send you about beto. What for can do?
I didn't tina me wo me phone. Me wo me phone. Na bibi etimi baso te say de mobile money na me nya bibia. And how do you say thank you for your request? Me request it.
Please request to be asemo.
Dia kura ni ya ne du ba bia grofo wenum kura ya no mo pamra datu sa. Request me nam kokoye. Who go pressing no yi. Wuti wonu mo a na just wakoye response bi. Utanya ne ya gba be dane response no. Na me nyende.
Wa ba so we dey say no. Yes or no.
Now no last week be ba sa and I'm saying no. And say we so asa ba Kenny Black daily any day.
Me kwa me o kan me say bi an wine bi na. Sparkling wine bi na.
Asti spermati.
Mami pesi sparkling wine bi na wa request na wo dey ba na wo mo choose. Do deliver na dress e o.
Wa anya careful pa na ye de bibia be so omene. We 70 pesos pay. Akonhoma ne kura te say na abaji me 70 pesos per message. 70 pesos per message am dey Kenny Black daily any day. Chema de kure. Abrabe ma Kenny Black daily any day. A black is also a BLAK.
Aye.
Kenny Black daily.
Essence abidi.
Let us see a give me 75 pesos per day. Edi amahwan. Munya sa de na mo ye no am tututu mrade edi phone yes anu na nye. Atiana. Me request bi bia. Me pegidi bia.
No.
You pass it down and fama abna frema abankro. Oh, sir, Kenny Black ne comedian. It is just no comedy na just a comica. Na ka me pa madan kwaku ye boa.
Na aye de obesend.
Just every day
comic messages.
Na wa send enzemhunu na masere kakra. Na ya give me 75 pesos. Ya give me 75 pesos so ya dey move 15 pesos e be kwa koma no.
Aye de.
Was I Nigerian?
Na obedi 70 pesos.
Na wa convert. Na kwaku ye boa ti ha sei. Na kwaku ye boa aja kusuati o. Ya be dia Friday.
So Friday now.
Friday no ko na dey.
Friday.
Was easily go there say man for So, bibi tana ka be fan support me nkuma. Na we say Kenny Black go be 75 pesos dey akwa koma no. Say dia na request ye ntia. Omo de sa answer because nipa be bet me mistake.
Na bia.
Akwa press yes.
Na
o talk credit ani yetete no.
Enu nti obi o ha o so talk credit o na credit na sa. O talk credit na nasa. Ebia na wa subscribe bibi ana say ya force wa ma subscribe bibi. Na okra wo hu.
Who kai say your friends na me 020 bi no. Na me so mo tititi sika bia. Who say e put me off my chest say me dum no kwa me so bi.
So bi. You na so fa ma me.
O say who say me fancy ha say kura. By force titimi sa na.
O stop okra and stop it. I wo mutimi choose say one person message na. Ebia type stop to a particular source.
Me ye stop when ye de me ye. Me ye de me bia na tachua ye de obetimi ayama me bia. Still never na e put me off.
Yeah.
So e put me off. And I am done phone to baby cry. The name him said that when you active cry. Yes sir. Na mo so smash say Kenny Black daily. Kenny Black daily am there. That dan kwaku ya bua cry there na. Enu say me de bua me nu yaketwa. We ko mo baji 75 pesos. Omo de move 15 pesos pe na come Kenny Black no. Omo be 50 pesos.
And wama e omo de no so afa de aka.
Your face obi send sika sorry. And omo send sika e de kokoma obi. Say na no ho mfa no. Yes, send sika de akoma na just omo nyimfa pedro.
Oh okay.
And e bi kokoduru ye no ane nipa no wa free mu nyame ato sa afre no. Na na busuafo kuta phone no a. Omo ye se enyi sika na ma wo mo. na just say
letters of administration
way enti ya no na man busa say the eventual am can say sofo no a or yeba no sofo no go apply for reverse na yen san first can come ma sofo no na busa no kura gya ya kire di enti say wotu say no say wo sika da phone yi so na ofiri mu a ebe na obi ehunu sika da so na wafa kwan be so betimi akoyi sika no
kwan na de no ana o maka o message o ko ele letters of administration be say sika bi aloke o baby
sa
sika no ye
you go bank for ni nyina
bank se ni ade ni nyina amafo sika e kam di ana e kam
and kapre but afebe so no eye sika papa
mu a over
so bank for so nkan kire obi a
sika mu a
na da escrow baby so because kapre simple was obi on account no kwa no officer dormant no ajai so no na afebe so no mo ka obi a de ebomu a na se yemfa ne say one city kura no a majeri
of his come
but when the one processes mu akire no kwan abefa so a se bibi ni a
say na ese ofa no
kwan a wo so ofa so ni
ane de yan kire mom yan kire
sa na
ya me kan bibi
ni ade hye wu na sika gu no phone so a
yeah untimi nkoyi okwa am say letters of administration say me ma try na me share letters of administration na me hwe sika no kura ya da so akwa kunyi no sika no mo yedu kakra mom but
processes now what they fast work here
yeah
hey go mu obufu o two can be some right the catch no mo say omunnim no mo sha ase de sa de we ff so last week ba ko bai and this week is ba ko asan
no craba na it is o ho anakadia obi oben say wo ba bi na bi ya wanyini bi kakra no ne ade a now we passwords be now we release the amount.
Oh, but I believe so say a beer almond can so but ubet me anya the opportunity as supply almond with nest of kin. So what here say was your name cause no. So say bank to us here no. Ubet me a fill forms actually almost say be me nest of kin nini pass message.
But so what almost the next of kin and yet direct beneficial. So in case not that you will know what.
Now when I direct
and to diadini no say
diadini say me tiase me see way because I was say bank and as insurance e de omutimi busa o say when na wo pese
wunni hwa but next of kin na is that the reason tiana
there be a next of kin abesesa no because you are asking me say me ni hwa me benefit be e wo say ba me ho no when na enko so no
now what provide the details of the person
na ya keka bibi search no say na nyina no bi on benya a regulator with me complaining to the regulator processes ya na ahomete ya da processes no ahomete say unu omuti ya na innovation ni nse de ni ho say obi pese otua ne car duty na or try yes one fan ko bank back na or catch the bank say mon transfer bisika aida ha emfa nkosa bank we say mu in favor of we yes system nyina ko down system ko down afi na ade ache so yes afi de sa bank we say no de wo say said the yensin first kan nko no ye system no support nti entime nye nti et sa ade a ye prepare letter na bra be sign afi de by the time on pray that is a third day assembly e can on prepare letter the way you na papa de buafu na akọ bank wo akọ yini sika e na ode suma se mo fa nko to sa account mo sa bank o ye wie ya no mo de letter na ba say ye pa acho wo de san man no say de ma ko use credit card so you ask yourself say me pese me transfer is free bank Ghanaian bank way akọ Ghanaian bank way ni etimi de yi me card ma me na 3 days ni da ho twentwe innovation wo heva
na wo fa me kra me mama ade ntina ekobanisa because it's sanka omutimi it's say omutimi
it's say processes be all no more the way you see here normal no discouraging crowd from using the banking system
and na man for keep scan one pass
no what me akwa yi sika na free bank wo oyi a one spend 30 minutes oyi we ya e no de amane wo fa say never go to sa bank we mame or they need 15 minutes no they akwato ho so awie na ya confirm what them say yes or you discuss akwato account why should it take a commercial bank 3 days to what transfer usika e free ha e dey another time the same thing and no so omo ye non Ghanaians na aba no send me alert that yes bank way emfa sika no momo emfa mameto where you say I want you omutimi undertake trip no ko buy extra 2 days and send a Ghanaian bank no transfer can about momo no so how now we pay sika agi and send our committee transport no say engo what me the details amount say you catch the bank we say on first can come momo we so now omatimi akwa ba 2 days o ko buy no that 4th day and send a momo no reflect na just why you adwuma na mo
na no kra no wo compensate you obasa me ha be sika lock for 27 days
27 days
no a transaction from me momo to my bank account
wait
it me a transaction me ya access and get to over me dem nim say ko because I didn't tell me me ko hwe me bank account me sika ne mai
hey
and omo hwehwe sika no mu sika no around 15,000
hey can you imagine so
and one more hwehwe ma me ko print state afia me ko me service provider momo ha o se kona koje we bra me koje statement wo fa me ko print me ko bank wo mo so me koje statement and na me de me ID transaction bibia time me ye no me provide we nyina wo fa so no mu hu sika no
hey
27 solid days 15,000 inti later no mo ka say ne sika na call okay or gifts it a gift set him from sika for 27 days
na oji didi
na message na madia di wo fa message na madia di no compensation and the 50 David yanka dwe
because
me obia anka dwe ankyere me na me sorry a me pon mo nu so na me nam ha na me nam na me ko bank ha na me ko mo na me say eh
na we would obi na odi ne kana
odi ne kana gidi odwa anwa na opese me ye de me sabe me fe do ko kama no obi anka dwe
akwadwe some banking be
27 days aso amakasa wo restore na sika no coloque wo
coloque ya coloque o sa keke
sika coloque games say
sa keke
yeah cause now the fine says sika no cry 100 cities crazy is it no be them say coloque wo games
sa we mu nyina no man na hwe say bank for no ebetimi ahwe yeye
what was the Bank of Ghana? Bank of Ghana
the consumer groupings. The trust ye nobody say consumer protection agency. You should be able to sensitize banks, and know who can give you best service. I didn't know what say would obet me at the sika be advert say ubet me use momo and they send this sika from your wallet at the Kotowa bank account. Now it me but say for 27 days you are at a loss. Said the entire carrying hit to account. Meanwhile you are tiswa free momo no. Does it encourage you to do that? And where ye no obia encash nchire wo. So no 89 says a winning choice. So you are forced to do it again. Now can say ye near publisher say sa bank we make us so yentwe supervisor bia so yentwe supervisor bia so and once okwani award off na ye near twe supervisor bia so it will certainly be somebody's responsibility to ensure say transactions and number no ye tracking
ye to tracking ye eto okwana yaka say
thank you for your request for L official and you will be charged 1 CD weekly to receive updates. Please reply yes or no.
No, sir, they no.
So, make a gas of
your request.
Who make a gas of I'll say, your banks, they are not innovative enough. They are not, because I will share so loan credit through interest, to the rate in the city. Now we share are you really getting the best of service? So, because me can say at the time you can know more magazine be which magazine and which magazine to me it be as a bank to see near far banks say this particular service we be see amount we be so you can always find which one would best serve your interest. Don't. And
I said, I'm going to see a DH. I said,
creativity, innovation.
And it is a media making some say gifts for now. I'm fan quantity explanation of the moment say gifts. I'm fan.
And you'll be not an
gifts. I'll be netted and look. I say at the sense.
So how can you contest
the president plan? I mean, me who
said the man.
So, me a momo customer.
Yes.
It's a money. Some more mammy.
Yes.
But me prove actually my evidence. Say evidence na media mama no. My transaction from meme wallet to my counter ewo momo bank ho. He says kana yira. Is the one that is all you. Me provide transaction ID, me provide BBA, me provide time, me provide everything. It virtually me we BBA.
And when you written response be
and the BSM much from me email me with the email mpokra me email me. So
let it when a trail no.
Say and you catch me, but no email, no channel, so we are.
Yes, do he said, as a wood jar woman.
We be at 15,000 pesos. It's a brother Nana. Yes, you do have many abre. And many abre. Because let me who that tune. How 27 days? Now 27 days minimum. Do many bandits can say it's a kind of 27 days.
15,000
27 days.
Bank need more people see who interest.
Man can be answer me. Must say I lock your gifts. Gifts and so many notification be gifts and so you should have my details. I be any modeba. It may be some who say so how many people for send or mafa frustrations no why na ohia sika no no say platform ho me yan fan kwato me bank account mu na bi ade a dipa no fa check no kra enko so bad
so show innovation enough
services na bad
show innovation enough you be the say a company beer one day announcement yaba and you are asking yourself say ye wo Ghanaian banks ye wo Ghanaian financial institutions I said before wait me yes I deal we are Jerry na wo ma baso
okay what they can
Sumasco in Architectural Limited
okay
na Sumasco Architectural Limited no or say flexible and affordable housing.
Oh, okay, good.
Na wamu a dine ewo Domi Pillar 2.
Oh, okay.
New Fountain Street. That is a Domi Pillar 2 here. New Fountain Street. Now open simple 3 bedrooms are. 160,000.
Oh, okay.
That is a 1.6
billion.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And a year Toyota 2017 Land Cruiser 500,000. And a year Range Rover Van der 2019 and also 500,000.
Yeah, that's
and a simple 3-bedroom house. Your friend said Domi Pillar 2. 160,000.
Better me no.
It is a say no better the
eh me kwa koto fie no.
Na tie fie no was say for down payment of 48,000. There's a 480 million. Fabra na gidan no netina mu.
Sa
na diaka no Busumi Bia no to 630 cities 6.3 million
over
for 264 months. That is for 22 years. No, Ubetuya 630 cities. This is wonderful.
Hey.
And me come yam shisheme.
Over.
Say me go tuya bi hwa na. Me asem ni o.
But wait announcement awo yam yet you for ni na.
And you obi etie bi. And me pese bi dika akoto me dia answer na maka mo achi bi. I say Sumasco Architectural Limited.
That's right.
Offer flexible and affordable housing solutions for our beloved customers.
Okay.
Also get started with just your plot of land. Choose from 2 options. Simple 3-bedroom. What's 160,000?
Okay.
Down payment 30%, which is 48,000.
48,000, yeah.
Now monthly installments, a year 630 cedis.
Every month.
Every month for 264 months. That is 22 years.
22 years.
Right? And now the open ultra modern mansion. And also 820,000. That is 82 billion. Yes, sir. And
800, yes. 8.2 billion.
8.2 billion, right?
Yeah.
And also down payment of 30%, Aye 246,000.
Okay.
It is a 2.46 billion. So no. Now monthly payments of 4,200 every month. For and also 264 months. That is 22 years.
Okay.
What's it visit Warmo? I was Domi Pillar 2, New Fountain Street.
Okay.
And as a Fre Warmo, I was 0244 880
880
256.
256.
And as a 053
053
452
452
3398.
3398.
It's Marjorie.
Okay.
Memoir Fre Warma ko share office wo. Never catch them.
Don't be two days.
Say no credit. Say 3-bedroom house at 160,000.
Utia simple. Utia 48,000.
Utia 48,000.
That's 630.
630 per month for 22 years. Now what you done? Hey,
but when one say a wow plot or so no be see amount so.
What does what on then you see plot to so na the amount?
Oh, okay.
Hey.
Ade.
I doubting Thomas's photo.
Almost say.
Newcastle. Wafa. Don't forget that over the time the inflation will skyrocket the monthly payments. Wait. Let's find out. Because almost me ye wait dear. I would have thought say I then banks ain't me just had way. Amma if you any affordable.
I'm fine. Because it's difficult say ube kukuru chunk of money.
Now who is kind of kukuru?
And I'm here beking.
Because
it can be the home boss. It can be now. But you didn't maybe say na na ebuao.
I know what say ya.
Let's get away now.
Oh, to be kakutu ya can 10 times an eye. 48,000 if I come out. Ne to what na danum.
That's all.
Na kusumi bi 630 ya. Hey. Ade no kure.
Hey papa.
Hey no kure.
Hey papa.
Sir. I remember from my name so mo bi kakra. Because ade we dey papa. And just a can wait quite just obi 48,000 bin kam ikwa koyi kura na me de akoma wo mo.
Ade akoma mo straight.
Let's find out.
You better find out.
Remember the phone na kubusa wo man what? Me check out the from wo actually busa wo man. Ni eni kan koto ye the answer. Majere e bone.
Pele tu so dey say hey.
E do fra busa say sign na e secret na what announcement bi. ADAKABRI Mamudu no uja food water ha na ni kan asem dia na asem no kra. Your everybody is watching us on Facebook Live. And Pedro wa Mordina Cruz was monitoring the best show live and clear inside Indianapolis. I'm up for as monitoring the best show live and clear inside Indianapolis, Kumasi, and also Kesben Junction. Main location, keep up the good work. And or they buy Oyibo Boatin offer. I agree with you. Give that 70% down Kwekuyabwa. Na muzika me fama minu kumano. Na se me fan koma de bedan Kenny Black as one. It be madan Kwekuyabwa. Because any bia kwa wadi bia ma me free sa ma me tie free as ya. Na se lady sika be mo me fan koma Latin. It be ma Kwekuyabwa. Dan Kwekuyabwa no pe bia woni chairman general me chairman. I say Dankwa because he's doing great in terms of comic relief. And your free watching so ADAKABRI. Masa Wood Bantama was say HE Dr. Mamadi Baumi and Dr. Napo has a better and superior policies to transform Ghana. And this is just a waste political party that we shouldn't entertain in our body politics. And what they buy. Your free watching said Dankwa and Kwame Nkrumah here on a big comedy show on August 23. Yes, you get the best out of them. Special guest of honor, also here, Chairman General and Dr. Kwame Sefakan. Also, to my understanding, next of kin is the person who inherits one asset after death, or they should explain the use of the next of kin in failing of forms. And or they buy. Your free is this Africa for you. We have a big problem in our banks. And or they buy. There's a big problem in our country called Ghana. Cabinet freedom. I was say, Wafa, I salute you and Jerry. I'm interested on what you are discussing. Go on. Damn. no ode bae akwasi antwi I say wafa Adakabri, good afternoon to all, and I miss you too much. And I'll say, how are you doing today? I hope you are doing well. Once again, MPP doing a good job in Ghana, and Ghanaians vote for MPP and Dr. Baumia in 2024. Newcastle. Also, don't forget that over the time, inflation will skyrocket the monthly payments. And or they buy. King Nelly, I'm watching you live from Kaswa High Tension. Daniel Adu, watching you live from Doha, Qatar. Also, good afternoon. Jojo Adu, also I have a project and I'm at the lentil stage. Is there a company which can complete for me and be paying monthly to them? Any company for recommendation? Ubusa, or any wisdom? Also loud and clear. Ashama Tima Market. Now they buy it. Right. Yeah, Nana Yao in Shraba. As a good afternoon, Wafa. I'm listening to you live inside Newham in London. Asari Brody Michael, I'm watching you live from Springtex. Anna Odebaye. Dr. Kobe Mensah, a political marketing expert and a senior lecturer at the University of Ghana Business School. Yani ni nkomo kakra emfa emra. Dr. Kobe Mensah, good afternoon.
Adakabri, good afternoon, student.
Nyamina adum yan huye na ososo ho te den no.
Nyamina adum pa.
Right. Etimin catcher. Onche biala. Na sisia. Alan Martin Ozi kan. And all the great transformation plan ebay. Economic cluster, one of the 6 clusters. And watch the economic cluster, microeconomic, one of the fadu ubebu money. Watch industrial transformation. Watch new agricultural revolution. Watch tourism. The way we Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia represented the New Patriotic Party. Once what the one manifesto or the ABA. Once so what's Dr. Bawumia means business. Now waba be yaden waba be sort out businesses. Now we create jobs. To be able to ye. John Dramani Mahama ahead of University of Education Winneba this weekend was a war manifesto beba. Wake in a policy speech to the TUC was a 24-hour economy, production and productivity. Into a shifty basa. Now, ye siala. When you now watch the economy and creating of jobs. The economy and jobs were 1 and 2 priorities for the Ghanaian. Was the one manifesto na plan in Swabe? What should we look for in order to satisfy ourselves?
Okay, I remember that. I think that in the past, now we make submissions be there. Most of the time, and I remember that's when 2016, towards 2016 elections, and Dr. Baumia all around all about economic indicators. The key point is that most of the time they say you're economy, young political class, the what one agency would see about exchange rates na forex na forex na or interest rates na obviously very, very important. But my the fundamental point is about job creation, because the Nippon war sustainable job and a very viable one. Of course, the exchange rate now, sometimes about talking because with job creation or the production, productivity, certainly will import and export balance, sometimes obey take shape kaka. Invariably you end up solving the main friend forex or economic issues. But I baby that we were speaking those languages in separation. So that what can job creation kaka, but one focus on the main economic indicators. Now, what about from production taxation to production? I work at the further one day one F na zibebe. Ni free danka would only based on in fact why another may Southern American would take shape. But they didn't. Eventually they came back to square one. To them indicators no wajin. Now they read Alan Chamantene Great Transformation Plan. Let's say read further about NDC for 24 hours. And with the attention now, no, especially with Alan Chamanton talking about agricultural revolution, industrial energy. Now, the center of conversation has been, job creation. Now, it has gone back to the conversation I was having earlier, job creation as a centerpiece. Now, actually, people want to manifest here, what did they say the focus is on jobs, roads, and cost of living. I think that the road on can demonstrate as in here. I mean, I separate here. Cost of living certainly has a certain relationship with job creation because the Nippon with human or a viable one or a sustainable job. Certainly it would have something to do with cost of living. Now, the Nippon in Yajumaka, cost of living or a teller or Boku Nippon. Exactly. I think that it is about time the politicians. The main macroeconomy and microeconomy what discussing now. One with the fundamentally about job creation. Now I'm more focused on me and Fede the between your ten in the man around that. Now, so what the one but taste the maid the nurse of what years I work under obey on years I obey what one ano no one a hook like napco. What did that done for freezer? Then I suspect that perhaps we can turn the tide. But actually, another year point in Kenya about Alan Chamantina. Almost all the areas now, these are areas that have mass, employment. Agriculture, your friend, trade, industrial transformation. These areas actually cut across the country, and they are in mass. Therefore, coding another digital entity for work about digital. Look, I am number one fan of digital. I mean, the digital can solve our problem. But the truth be told, I just came from Western North, and they are in South Africa. If you talk about coding and things like that, you are actually being very much elitist, to say the least, because in the digital world, you have to have certain fundamental, structures to make those things tick in South Africa. In this course, if you want to say, I don't see how you want to really impact, the society in those areas. Of course, Greater Accra, further, secondly, Accra, further Kumasi and things like that, and those things, you can understand it. And I'm not saying the one will free, of course, there are students there. But we are talking about the impact of job creation. If you want to look at that, then of course you want to have a certain conversation on agriculture, a certain conversation on industrial revolution. These things have a wider reach than maybe coding. So if you have to be very comprehensive, then I would say that focus on these three. Maybe within the urban centers, you can, facilitate their job creation, etc., with digitalization, with coding, with etc. But don't be too overly concentrated on that. Think about these other areas where you could have agriculture, mechanized agri, you can have agribusinesses, even with urban centers, you have agribusinesses, you can have industrialization, because we have a lot of land spaces. We have a lot of other, inputs, variables. So I think that you're a politician, when you're comprehensive, when you're bold enough to be able to have a comprehensive plan to touch life and to impact, and to turn around the economy of this country. But they will come back to someone.
And Dr. Ma, share sa data na fan situati comments ya we. We live in a country of say 31 million citizens and our population, no, over 50% age between 18 and 45. Now, over 50% na age between 18 and 45. No. Sa a year grouping, no, 26% of them are unemployed. Then we come to the voter roll. The voter roll, no. You have 10 million out of 17 million voters on the roll. 10 million of them no are segregated to age between 18 and 35. So you are just about looking at the age groupings, the demographic grouping of the population, and then the voters. How are we to situate job creation with sad data way?
Well, clearly, the groupings, we can also distribute them across the regions and across categorization like the urban, suburban, and peri-urban areas. And I'm sure that the majority of these groups, I haven't actually looked at the data myself to look at the maybe breakdowns. But actually, these groupings, maybe now from chunk of it will be people like when you urban centers, today in Kumasi Nazi, but might be in other suburban or rural areas even. And to say yes, the categorization, and we can be able to target the intervention, job creation interventions, to make sure that it affects almost everybody. All right. And to say them, not say yema can some policy without tying them to the statistics available now, we might be mistaken. Actually, the majority of these numbers here were urban areas. If we're urban areas, and then you're talking about maybe mechanized agri, for example, what is the motivation or what is the what do you call it? I don't put it back. Nipa na urban area ne azuhu ne motivation of going into those areas also count. Abba incentives why interested in those things or they have the main. So I think that for statistics to breakdowns maybe youth budget one concentration one how able to attack. I think they will do a much better job. But currently, as I said, I'm on the data and distribution. But if the politicians are doing the policy and talking about it, for the one distribution of these in the data across the sectors of across the regions of the country, when the one a targeted intervention, Obama why we use food.
Targeted interventions, say they will can no. Inti one political actors, not in any order of preference, but the ordinary back and Chematin or the GTP buyer, and then talked about the Obeyama, the youth, and John Dramani Mahama, and any NDC. As also almost the youth manifesto no buyer, and a recent time, Dr. Mahama Baumi also added a manifesto, Abba. In fact, he is built to have media engagement this Sunday to clarify certain areas. Nana Komia, a senior policy advisor to Dr. Muhammad Baumia, or say, okay, yeah, or Baba has say Friday, then not say. Okay, what are they supposed to be telling SAR groupings now? Come once me.
I think that the number one problem politicians need now is honor trust. And I have to be blunt. I mean, they America there, people, and I'm not saying as a hearsay, people with Shema, they have issues with me because I have been blunt for saying what I say. Because of Nanado, ne Baumia, one I could some with each Ghanaians. trust in the politician has gone very, very, very low. Has gone very, very low. Now, those days we knew that we had problems with trust with political class, but we're saying any what the kind of saying believability was so because of one. Nana Donny age. In fair ways, we were politics. He championed quite a lot of landmark political activities in this country. In the Yeni faith, another Yeni, no, super papa. Dr. Baumia, very young gentleman, supposedly intelligent in finance, etc. Was what plugged me if Bank of Ghana was NABA, the Ombe transformation. Can MP, because of the new fee and expected, expertise, another perceived expertise, and now or want to know. You're no confidence, no one more, or was so papa, more than 120%. Eventually, I back in in the ocean, you catch in there, one man of Conmo 1 year. Oh, the baby was so, I'm going to you bet. Into the trust in the political class, unfortunately, I'm a perfect in Kofuki. Someone like Alan Chamanta, I mean, time I any student. That's the time I'm not or one peak into Yehui, the more Nazi. Of course, and so many people, it might not have gone down well with some people, but at least there, he was one of the young politicians that people aspired to be like him. Unfortunately, the may trust deficit in the affect on so. How do you gain the confidence of the young people? No, when you confidence and continue when you are ashamed, when you are ashamed, then indeed, American bed. I think that's a major barrier. Yes, policies may be good. Maybe and some American also fine, but nipping is sure there, baby. Internet or the name or Shazina or the tutu. Into the overton why in there. One share young people no certain indicators to be another cues to be one more cues to be making with indeed a baby. Obika the president Basula. Usually when we say some of these things, or carry weight for papa because I'm manipulating your shame. It's a very can say as an still so. Inti Abba send BM in a politicians, Robert culture, especially young people. I'm a one confidence, Waba back there and pat, with me a best show, with the bottom on a metro more, may expect the best. That is the challenge. Inti so we share one the poncho. Abba is no button why yes, my confidence in the young people back for them to vote for them. I think that's what they have to look at.
So in the case of Alan Martin saying, say, in his presidency, he would require of banks to put out 10% equivalent of their profit after tax of the previous financial year to the provision of new collateral-free concessional lending to youth-owned micro, small, medium enterprises engaged in import substitution, export development, agricultural value chains, and general manufacturing. If this such a plan, or can it say no Obama banks need almost 10% of one profit after tax in the previous year. Ede ama youth no collateral free loan normally engaging in businesses that focuses on import substitution, export development, and agri value chains and a general manufacturing. Ede BM na was oye ansana Ghanaian youth no etimi anya GDA bi akase yeto abama no.
Okay, memo example. Asameke otasum papa. And I will give you an example from a marketing perspective. Even the marketing brands, why you want to advertise or kado made it. Yes, or a casa. It's a activity. Now I'm saying the oil some part. But brands, why then the woman customer no when you resume or udumu to paso company or bayampa. We have people who find guarantees and warranties. Mm-hmm. There may tools in the marketing. You use them customer and the confidence no odzimu. Inti said warranty and guarantee policies to what? A catcher customer that I sign a contract with them that said to product on in a week's time or in a year's time. But Fabra, Messeson. Sometimes any another company been a work with them agreement. That one I work on cars today. It was the one I work part you were for part per part companies and other garages I will repair. No one you want them contract in there. Said Obi Tomaka mess 1 year or 1 week, 1 year not there. Or Bamoa, yes, maximum free managing that's it. Into them two sooner in corporate sense, in commercialization sense, ma amount for confidence. Can we get companies? Alan, on your best share cadet. Damazi, and Miss able to me. Companies no one leaders no one is CEOs now, the one exam non kadampa as your plan or person. Any company A, B, C, D, ya to me them Alan planning. So bad, you busy do. Into them 10% in bottle die. Can we get companies to guarantee Alan messaging?
Okay, a kind of a certification, be
exactly because trust me, I'm catch the decision. Kasa and from and from the worker. Politicians what can some we assume we na ya about obi so be sky train na zinala.
On you could do, yeah, can you for now, you can, because he goes further in this instance, the Great Transformation Plan, to say that design and implement a comprehensive national program for graduates of all tertiary institutions to start a small business under a new program, Start Your Own Business, with financing from a youth entrepreneurship development fund. In one breath, banks are giving concessionary loans for targeted areas. Youth bit me.
ADAKABRI, my confidence is Alan Chamante. Odi pay because me beginning as no, but in general terms, no, voters, especially young people, need one confidence with any politician make a choice or your low. In fact, or your low armor, even my family was the echo Instagram was the nature for further.
Cheddar.
Anthony was the cheddar nature. Cheddar will show there or then or evidential, or social zaman my family will feel there cheddar. But of course, I know paying for even there. Of course, that's not a candidate you would expect because there were certain values about politics. I mean, I won't shy away from saying that. But in my family, what people who saying is believing. What people who cash in the hand is that. In political rhetoric now, of course, politics or governance is a promise. Is that. Until they put the power into me. But businesses for Crampo no one a brand as no honestly a promise. But how did they go a step further to let the customer believe that the motor is in 1 year, make my son obey? Yeah, my memory example. In Canada, insurance, you come, I'm sure there were I remember maybe we were secondary school. Metropolitan Insurance was the company or commercializing insurance in that sense. Me see there. On another insurance conquer 150. Why? Because I meeting at the we subscribe. They around. There's a conquer 150. Those is not insurance. What now one office now alcohol. Met insurance. What ben? We could see students and the most organized college. Around. They conquer 150. Oh, when him. Na assign na then they started also advertising one claim that we paid because now there wasn't insurance scam. In a claim na one people started advertising claim payment. And see, everyone why they may check a casake and confuse no that's when it started. And see, being a claimer, no I was no I check a no way no way check photo. No, what I bet TV didn't be on. These are not Juma. They took measures to to improve the confidence of Ghanaians in insurance. In there, what about a common place? Even non-company said they are struggling. What's about the 10% of the society and another citizens when I was insurance? Still, who believe it there? On your number. Into politics, just like insurance, it is hard to sell. On not the fault of anybody, but the fault of politicians. With that, and still don't believe. There was a time there where Kofi Annan, what is a Kofi Annan, hypothetical Kofi Annan invested the elections of Ghana, Berina, only 34%. In that, Kofi Annan is a world-renowned person. I don't know there, big man, very renowned. Why is UN top level? Still, Ghana's own confidence in him was low. I mean, today, any politician, to get the confidence of these young people, we need to do something drastic. Something drastic. I'll check down by Ebebe. Kade yan sign the contract name kade say Ebena nya yentu member office yentu and then for legal aid to kade and perform at a certain percentage. Yentu fido maybe we can restore the confidence.
Let's just say the weekend there, Professor Mensa, just a skepticism no na akwa hayo.
Also, papa. I will Kotan no ko bi se bia there. With the politicians there. I'm telling you, people are just we feel they be out what to happen to prevent somebody else from taking power. Them not for you know, the boy and why I didn't to be that getting to the election and now for back to the polls because they get scared that man got to here into no work. But I know because they were through there. Amount for politicians if they're working. Honestly speaking, I don't think that in my studies that I've done, people have confidence in the politicians. They don't have it. But Wabe assess it into one quarter.
Finally, just before you go, Professor Kobi Mensah, minim say what yeah, the running mate to Dr. Muhammad Baumia, Dr. Matthew Nanakopi Puku Prempe, reviewed a discussion on the President of the Republic in Nyaye back in 2011, in which he recounts in Takrady how the president told him, said Dr. Baumia, and no Napo, amongst three persons, and now Omodana Komaso, and be take over the reins of the MPP government. Way assemble your car, you know, how does it impact on the president? Say as of 2011, now why you're not going to say we and Obama take over from him?
I think that if we on America about confidence in you see, how does that make it wrong for him now? Yesterday, how does that make us wrong? You know, because it to me, I can't be as way back as 2011. Meaning, Sabio Zanapokan or no kind of Padanka president to cut a master. Then,
but he said it in the presence of the president.
Exactly, but instead politicians in the two work can be sometimes. Exactly, but so the president can. How does that make us for her to say there? What she says in my Baumia. More so, how does that make a Japan wrong?
Hey,
that's it. Japan dinner I was there. Oh yeah, a month from one it. What friend?
A fiction. Or he didn't care or a fiction. And our president is also kind of on
a Japanese today, the minute arrangement in the state. I was a fiction. I was the opponent now. Napoleon's statement now of mine. How does that confirm a Japan woman? How does that make us wrong? Look, from time to time, the woman confidence in politicians perform because what you and them will smart. It's no longer so will be one. Will be one as I was discussed with your further chamber. It's not nice. That's democracy necessary today. Young votes in Mobia. How would you in 2011 saying that Ghana for delegates of MPP would vote. If you are your wish, but so your wish is that any power, it to me, I'm a wish I've been a student of my baby. Yesterday, I see a RNG, not a pay busy. Now, I confirm. Is that
And when you say, go by that analogy now, say in 2007, na Nanado, ebe flag bearer, na in 2008, Okofa, aye, Mama de Baumia de Nebai, na that personal loyalty, Mama de Baumia Dina Chino. Is it to suggest to say, said Naposo ya lawyer to Baumia, Baumia kwa, Napone Bebana?
Now, is that the tenet of democracy? Democracy, you know, okay, there one to Ambama lawyer for another one for two minutes from a lawyer for me. What's the example for the panel? No, will be one kind of loyalty. The tenet of democracy, me who loyalty be out. What's the by the people, for the people, of the people, isn't it? If the equation about loyalty doesn't come in, of course. You could actually appreciate. I mean, maybe I make a chunk of food there. Even my closest friends, I want to make a note more affair. Honestly speaking, and you can ask some of my friends. I want to make a note because as in the so when I say Onyano Kwandra, next the Nippon is loyal to you. Or they to there. I'm not the reason why it's on you. But Nippon is not a lawyer, and only Musuman into no. Or make sure the wires in the right order so that it is not difficult for you to say yes or no. But your democratic tenets and loyalty behind what's there to Azina Mankofuno, Nankofunan Kasanche, that will fill the Obutum with one in him. In Sasasi. Na one kada, young should be a lawyer, not young farmer. I'm sorry.
Oseche Mensabun to say it is still not too late for Alan Martin to rejoin MPP, as if that was not enough.
Or a trap. Or a trap. Or a trap. About some say about 2008 in recent times. One map pay or concede Mandanado 2007 and I'm a
December 2007.
Exactly. One money tone. One money and the dead oh na the Nankasakado and Yashi Mijina better as I am a midi. Oh, do I miss a measure there in Kofubet over Samo? One money tone, one man and the doubt. Eventually, Pepe concede. What's there any time no damn time no one contestancy. Now, never brief you do. You have the damn and fire. Oh, Bacana was oh, on your two project. Or project will back at the on a firm in his decision. Now, when people say this, then I am here, I'm a minister. And see, really? Would you be able to say this? People are not fair. People are not fair in this country. People are so deceptive. In some of the America, I'm imagine. It's 10 of one. As Albertono, MP.
It not just a warm at the home and then high profile personalities. So, Echo Jatuano. You would suggest to say, and say, Alan, Utiokra.
Me care then, I will tell you one family conversation. Na menye maso yereka about MPP leadership. Na of MPP pa. Na se do ankala na odo otwen pipi nazi hina nazi. Ontwen the bendembio. See the objective.
Because we cry more omu ko dwatoa mu an kire se wono de chesenka ye betuatua ne ho aka nyina de ama no na ontwen ne ba omi akona anye yi a na o ma run him na nko no aba after ba omi a
na bisa o de ba omi akona anye ya ba omi na obeka na ombabiem.
I'm just at this stage no say omo no ehwesenka in the event in future say run off be nanka more collaborate here. Do they still need to worry themselves as to whether almost had number into the food or not?
Or a deception. I'm telling you, or a deception or a trap. Say, you know, Honorable Adanchamantin accept dummy logic now. In the contest, because or you have to go for a contest, my boy. In that contest, what Baba Kachene there, what film? When he wrote a letter to complain about his supporters, what the letter was resignation. Hey, now what's the new one and let's not throw there about or complain about his supporters' treatment. What it amounted to resignation. Now, something called a BM. Now, time no do our Bakachene. Well, you are not familiar.
It is not some penny for no mudi gatu and if almost no. If you need to give a word out as some penny for the dinner, I can't know.
I'm a compliments and can make a day. One for one I do no one I do need one I do know for me no ye must mark from one. I will stick to my plan. I will stick to my plan. One would as an uncle into only John. Some way a first round and that where you wait in confuses. That means some no 1 year done. I'm paying for the word John Tohono. No, he. You had a 1 year investigation into entire conversation, especially on the media. People were saying that come out with the findings before you go to the second round. Why? The men paying for the word John Tohono. Where were they? And what did they say to the architect of what happened? Please, I am afraid that woman Kofunya. Abedebi no who there ye fair kakra na unfairness na dos unfairness na obi ye na ye nyipo your family inside your family members if you are on your family members if you are new family members the out on your so pay is the party wa mobilize he's not saying the one funding to do us in process in your fair the answer is busy our catch will be 2011 at the Bama Baumia into no it's the poll means to make sure the Baumia how about them you not a papa name one more from now you it isn't fair
and the catching penny for one says I got to know the fair forms or one country almost a monk cut some baby number more so trying to baby
so I am a compliment and math for my journal one for one young trend December near more basis
we Papa Prof. On Facebook Live, Abu Abbas, what the ADAKABRI, your agenda will never work. And Miniam comes up with the also say, never. Kwame, the catch that will penny for the say, woman, a jatuado near dinner, and penny for the comedy jatuado forms one of who is she, and penny for the jatuado forms, and no who is she. It Kwame, catch up for some woman for your trunk of phobia. No be a nyane de omnom kra omho ahi tempenim fo no ma obia entertain obia se obi kwaji obi dwatra na anya oben ho an mo twetwa photo no magu nanim ase ya san na ka bom ejesa mo de abra ne nkrofo ayi adwuma na ase wo me wo mo ba bia ntino kwam suppose but it will not be in the interest of Kobe for Alan to return to MPP on return Nikki and return Esana Nanajima so diaba Ubrebuat was it ADAKABRI. You know a lot in Ghana. The second hand MPP is banging on. Minister kasi pa and no more good in some done from na jumping in for him. And it will be unfair. It is a Mokramuya Kramuban and Nemo Guasi. Maybe a model coffee will be good in animals. Munyai Baumia Lusua, Alana Ferry. Baumia Winia, Alana Ferry, into a million I am come away in ya, Yinti and Haka, on the when you ding, now one more behind the scenes. Now Baumia, yeah, now, no, I rally behind him, no, about. Yeah, Munkobus at the Mudia do me. Adiana, one heck I say, was it, and Shabaya also for ADAKABRI. MPP and NDs have shown time and again that they have nothing new or better to offer Ghanaians. I say it's time for real change, and that's why I'm appealing to all citizens to vote massively for Alan Cash. He's a leader with a vision and ability to create jobs and prosperity for everyone, not just a few. Let's break away from the old cycle and support a leader who genuinely has the people at heart. Over. I need Commander Hobson's contact, please. No, the buy. Emmanuel J on Facebook Live. Also, ADAKABRI, please ask for me when is the nurses posting last year, July 2023 till now. When are they going to be paid? I'm watching you live from Germany, Hamburg. Musa Abatwa, or say the signing of a peace pact going to 2024 elections is meaningless when the fundamental issues undermining free and fair elections remain unaddressed. And Bertrand Ni Eje Kraku, I'll say greetings from Temanita, and Dr. Baumia has served very well as a vice president and deserves to be elevated. Meshak Asante, I pity those who still allowed themselves to be deceived by Dr. Baumia. Was he not the same person who promised one constituency, $1 million, one village, one dam, one toilet for every household in Ghana? Did he fulfill? Did he fulfill it? No. So how can such a person be trusted again? Kwame Sapon, or say any good leader. Kwame Sapon, say any good leader plans for his or her successor. NDC are in a predicament because they made no provision for someone to take over from Nanado. There's nothing wrong if Nanado worked for Baumia to succeed him, irrespective of the wish of a leader. This case, it was an open election. Alan was Kufuor's choice, but he won. It's ridiculous when one listens to these so-called professors. They make useless education. Abbas, or the healthcare infrastructure, as one or the other. Or say some of the hospitals started and completed by Kufuor, Baumia government. Please note these are different from Agenda 111 hospitals. Kedia Hospital in Achuma, Kwanguma, Manson Kwanta Hospital, Papra Hospital in Swam Constituency, Sobronum Hospital, Asunafo North, Drombonso Hospital, Inshiayim Hospital, Wasadunkwa Hospital in the Wasa Memphis District, Sefia Kontombra Hospital, Nkwetia Hospital, Bogosu Goben Hospital, Kwaben Hospital in Etiwa West, Edukrum Hospital, Achiasi Hospital, Jumapo Hospital, Katamanso Hospital, Sefi Asawinso Hospital, Sefia Kontombra Hospital, Yilo Krobo Hospital, and Abbas Debaye. Then Abbas said, ADAKABRI, your agenda will never work, and what the banner comes upon the truth man, never. And now I feel Kwame to us, so it will not be in the interest of Commensa for Alan to return to MPP. And your phrase, ADAKABRI, you know a lot in Ghana. And Kwame Sapon say, I prefer MPP to go to opposition than to return Alan to MPP. Okay, and what they buy, yeah. What kind of crap? You know, baby, I know catch the penifone so munyai, Gatuan and a brainy shot. Now, almost prosecute election, no munya say Gatuano. Now, Omunyamum Pincha will be a quam. Now, or be a yanny dear. Why, Bams upon say Alan dear, his political career is finished, and Ken Impo has come to beat him. The way I'm why, dear pa. To be answering, baby. Bernard Amponsa, ADAKABRI, good afternoon. I'm watching you live from Machim. To me, my regards to incoming MP for Buakwan of Ose and or the buy, yeah. Ose Abbas Abu, or say Baumia will win 2024 elections, inshallah. And Andrew Kotoko Kesi, or say for where are you in Ghana? And also at the back. Right, Matthew would not call Takra de Branabe Bomi Mue. Yeah, said ye, and she shall see call ye or Takra de Nahokano, said in this city. A bro, yato to a call in stage so Takra to Accra road, you know, at the same challenges bay, and in no Bomimu. I just say I wouldn't ujima my name with me. You don't kind of make the best come
over Takra in no, Yankopon the alcohol with Drassum Jemo, and in no program, so no, a course so come. Na said ya work no program bit sesa no et se na nka no mo ye ne Saturday because Takrade wo hwe Takrade na amanfo be free nkran akọ Takrade e be free Kumasi aba Takrade and na wo hwe Takrade na mu na nkasa no Western region constituencies obia representing inti nanka ye Saturday ya na me hunu se nanka ebeboa wo mo mama for bre because Sunday ne kwa program na nhyɛ ase ntem
omo ka sanka Sunday be hyɛ ase da bɛn
ya information a ebeto ye pono so the time you could do because me could do Friday no mo say 9 ne yetima wie ntem na obia asan wachi no no ma san wo machi ko enti later net say 1 na ye beti say there be akotu enti originally no mo ka say na ke 1 na me say anopa no information a ye nyan no ye ne the local organizing group no na mo che say mo person mo ye ne ntem na obia timi san connect badan ko ba
me nda no mo call work
no me nda no mo call work no wa afia kuma afia kuma na wo mo afia kuma police station police park no so ho na wo mo ben dey work no it work no there it was within the afia about 9 kilometer your friend say walk and wo mo dey call here so ho enti ni nyina mo na
because I was wondering say if you are not doing non-cron, and your bus, you bus, you are not doing non-cron, open bus, and the call, and the nipa akotakra. And I was like, hey, I'm Mujan is so late. And I could remember down or pa, and then a year between your car, and I just, and I don't know, it didn't have a bus
in the move. So, organizers in Ankasano, what for so be Samia, one more organizing program, and they failed in some aspects. Because
in some aspects,
yes, and you say in some aspects, because as at Friday, Nasa mobile raise canopies by Saturday, whole Saturday Friday, me call na canopies no.
In all honesty, the who observe we na walk.
And I make I was there.
Because and go for so 9 a.m. University of Education Winneba. I feel mama who Pasiada wouldn't say no 9. I feel call 1 p.m. I feel call 2 p.m. With the hotel crana the timings.
Because hotel no so 12 that to say we'll pack on I'm an free hotel. And yes, I will
pack on no say we need to be extra day.
And yes, I do some could extra day. That's an America. No good.
I don't know some reinforcement of Makata.
So, it's a me flight will crack him. There's one woman and farmer. It's my request to make train because enough flight in a 540. The 10 on a 540. And a year, baby agra. Internet say, Yamanico, now be a place in refund and the one better to the Kakrebeka. Kakrebeka come from my how far. So, it's offer and no fairness, organizers of Takradi program, they failed in some aspects.
A regional minister to and what the idea be assuming any fit have been a Sam Kwa, could be documents, a Sam Kwa.
Because of our time and normal raising canopies. Now, Makodru Friday, canopies are landed, canopies in Abba. I want my chassis out, one more reduces, canopies now, one more lieutenants, where at the former of my sheshe. It's like about Saturday, there's some UBBA. Wafa, Kwajoda Miado could drew a year field the hall 4.
We drew her.
A year no field the so attack rather than no about we drew Saturday. But Sunday our match of 4 a.m. near Waho because
woman said 9 a.m.
Because one yenya sound. Yenya sound feed, yenya power. It's immediate about on a crown. We were frustrated. And when I said woman sick and be some I say media near.
But
media
power be
there. One my power. I just say one my dedicated line. Some dedicated line no be a plant also. 80 year crown we were fortunate say yetimi e quantum e konya baby. Papa e share yan e free ko baby a better source no. Onya cable bi kakra mu. Ene etimi e boa kakra. So ho nti say no ama no e say wo mo hwe. Wo mo ko manim no.
Wo man in charge.
In charge no ye region mu. Akaso no mo use region mu for ne pa.
Na dey say adwuma.
Na mo dey say adwuma. Na region mu no me dem asoto form a wo mo pa na ka betima ye adwuma no.
Ya mama
ya mama ye and no correct through there that is fact on go be some penny for go be some
penny for betimi aye adwuma no
woman na ebetimi aye adwuma o munim for so fa ye wo nipa bi wo ha wo de ade ma no so onko ground won ko ye ground worker
wa ya che I say wo de wo say lord come enko ye ground work
so
just wonim ba bi oni
bi a wa ya che it this boy obey odam ni pa o chum de de ni chum o jina o trobo
yes
oh I don't need
what beat me say
somewhere or need any chum
would be you
boy you jina and the nice wanda because you not just okwa da na ke be hadwe eti o jina and the nice one inside hono o jina and the nice one bra na omobobobo eye stage no yakoba e yakoba bia na o jina ho e ba bia na o jina ho
no organizer
dey me hu the Sunday morning
sir
me hu organizer na be me da honestly many action so e work grounds so yes you work grounds every organizer na jo be to
makra me chiachia mo
me Sunday morning
and the miracles
miracles and so miracles was there on Saturday no wo but un say na vice the normal to e bi no ni ade enti I heard say na owo ba bia na flag bearer no no so ho it's grounds one there media pem we say never adam
ness dem ho so agija bi sa
na adam pan because as Sunday your be program Sunday more Friday Saturday there mo wie bibia o it's a whole of Saturday now mo ye na afei na ye bobo stage
Sunday
no
16 years ago 16 years ago time Dr. Mamadu Bawumia, you confirm no as the running mate to another Danko Gufado no. Secondary college. And na omoko ye no. Na secondary college. Oh na it was a very brilliant just and then no kuku dam for no hu omo. So atampa array of people and at secondary college. And na I say the late Dr. Asamfufro ekoka bi che Jonkofo a Jonkofo de ne share Western Regional crime officer nsa na yetimi ensure ya say obaba bedru nkran na sa time obaba bedru nkran papa Jonkofo ebusa Kofi Amponsa bedi akon mo check say Asamfufro wa bedru nkran ana na Asamfufro be bedru ye na sa time wasiada eso ne nsa ye ko papa ho ekoko chia no so wa bedru nkran obi anya ohwe Asamfufro adwene enti o shed your course 16 years I was secondary college in Traban honom na pictures aneba I was GSTS abra Dr. Bawumia so de oku prempe so yeko manifesto launch na busa ho say edie na
me hu ne say region no mo no the region executives so be some ya but the so born be mom be a woman dey fail on party no because
and did this brofutan time be
chairman didn't see any the crop honestly because
na Peter tia say na mama and did this yan ekwa brofu say amani pa ye ho hwe kura
o say wo na committee wo ho an o so committee no the mudodo na no as at Friday kwa no mu nyambe medu akra but I got information say region no ma assurance say the ATBA no one more from one more to turn no ama but them say later no mba bedru ye no mo hu say sa organization no atofom so into region na me hu say the region failed the party somehow and yen nyina there because organizing event be say enough from you do to say enough from a nuntina over a year days ahead of a event no yes some betim dey plan na ye bibia mo na mo region mo so nti wo mo my break
chairman this yan kakra
I'm privileged to welcome you to the Western region for India invited guests, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. All protocol duly observed. It is my pleasure and privilege to welcome you to the Western region for the launch of the MPP 2024 manifesto. We thank the party leadership for choosing our region to host this auspicious event. Along with the people of Ghana, we are excited to witness this outdooring of the new patriotic manifesto, which will offer bold solutions to tackle the challenges we face as a country. Dear invited guests, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, our protocol duly observed.
Tia wa muano no. Na regional chairman say no si bie ade na no.
Obi anu nyina ne o.
Was you be anu nyina no. Na Peter o.
Peter o.
Engineer Buasi am.
No.
Ejaje ni mbuati mu ehunu bi amani o. ADAKABRI. Dambo twema hu na amani o.
ADAKABRI o. Odi papa. Propaganda. What would you set the agenda?
You agenda we. Asem we. Chairman mu be ade anoma ya. Tie ne kakra. Ye tie chairman kakra bi mame.
Invited guests, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, our protocol duly observed. It is my pleasure and privilege to welcome you to the Western region for the launch of the MPP 2024 manifesto. We thank the party leadership, invited guests, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, our protocol duly observed.
Hey, no, yeah. Peter,
Yajo,
yamu atnase.
Mejo so.
Solo?
Enede na o hala dwiri. Da se profo papa do kan yi o.
Sa?
Na pressure na egu ni gem no. Ete no be ka o se pressure mo dia to me so no. Eno ho profo no kan no. Enye pressure na no be so. Ko se pressure. It is my pressure. Pressure mo dia to me so no. Se me nko se nipa mra ha minya bie.
O asem na so.
Pressure. Na takrodi da over oko takrodi ache. Ekrona egu asay there's
one aspect of Mark Jerry and can watch my name on the highway from Takrady to Accra. Now it is saying because a Trans-West African Highway, Trans-West African Highway, it is a highway from Takrady to Accra. And because Kojo Damiado Nyamenkwa, and just and it's Wabeka Mankasim Kra, and to Wintimin Accra Bishine. The nature of the road. Marjorie, the nature of the road from Takrady to Accra.
Yes.
Hazard, risk coming in.
Yes, well, for hazards was up. Only someone says, "I'm a busy road, and you're too busy." Na Osha Ramsa, what my year was. Technically, now engineers, no more be a friendly speed tables. And on a car, no, put to Purukrana, so what banner? It's me, you, Boko, on one side, the West form. And no more a year Rambo strips, and the yo kakrana.
That Rambo strips now international Yajia Tumono. Who said Ghanaian engineer friend Rambo. And it need to so on design.
Oh, okay.
Engineer Rambo.
Oh, okay.
And that to disable or design saying you didn't need to. It's like a Rambo strips.
Oh, okay, great. And you say
RUMBLY.
Why? Okay.
Engineer Rambo.
Oh, okay. So now what far? And only say no, it may draw attention when we say what approach baby.
Because speed table no kwada yana a wakakra. It will make na so.
And say the West Sunny. Now we no so do Sunny boko.
And now Rambo strips no ne cattle grade no. Grade. I just work. Now where there?
Offer where there
yeah the beam.
Where the beams where your friend no Rambo beams sakasa. Hey, and no road sign.
No lighting, so.
No lightning. Oh, qua your friend is saying, answer Alberto a year speed ram no. Over sign be anyhow. Nina a year 4. 4.
From Weddy.
84 no. First one no sign, second one no sign, third one no sign, fourth one mum.
ana be hu sign to fra ne do ko number
bia it wo kwa no we pie so prekope na eyiw
ana ye ma information
reflective material be any ho Debbie bibia saying
you go coaches running on it from Elubo to Aflao from Abidjan to Lagos any nyina sa route no so na
bibia say any ho especially we free takrade eba no eno kwa de ehu pa because say say wo ko de ya
shama ntwaban no e be ba be do people so
wafa nya kro bia wo man no for minim advice cry engineer na say woman na ye yo say wo fa nya
dominance cry de where bend
because say dia sesa so 4 e 4 at go upie so bia o do tra 4
ansa na chese what
ni na so eso so pa
say de no abalowa gear but ye won ne se to bo na wo approach rams
Debbie one in be any so na mom the fourth one mom na obehu sign say so
no na ojoda me akohuri huri nyame nko
a it is a wo bapa na ade asa ene ehu ene kwa de ehu pa won say awiampo de otu wani a but ade asa na won say nim kwan no so yi a wo fa ehu ehu papa we be with him obeto kana to actually
okay a bit dangerous a kwan so
me nim de enti a wo maye ne sa enti so wo sign to wo mfo
we nanka ba bia na ye treacherous no so ye mankasim to Ankamu junction
ho
na treacherous I want to bend bi wo no sa e de twam isa
no say caps no so doso
that stretch no
caps woman no ehu caps no doso e che say wo ko na wan hwe ni ade asa na me kan yo wo say awiampo de over awiade ana obo say wo de wonam Nyankopon kaniem but saade asa na wo say reflective lines na e wo kwan ho na wo hia pa me de bia me ka me say wo drive
kwa speed road markings na
it wan hwe ni e be wadwen say wo koten so na enye hokra na wo kwan ye ba be wura mu Cape Coast no ebo bi a ye be hia ye no
between Elmina and
Cape Coast no heavy fog pa so no say na no so we nya abotre na went men ready kwan ni especially when you familiar with the road no and it's very risky it is we speed ramps no my on the wafa one sign advice bi minim engineers okra e ka chom so mo speed ramps na enye bako
Muhammadu Yakubu, also good afternoon of ADAKABRI. You also get Baumia name wrong. It's Mahamudu, not Mahamadu. All right, they come to as usual. Abbas, I think about your lost butterfly. Is the butterfly lost?
How can the butterfly be lost? Anyway, no. Okay, anyway, Mimlemu almost about to no. Ya basi di paka krebi emo musika go jira baby on visit ato abawie
Samuel Seidu. I said this one dear chairman want to me can do far better now.
Za competition
I say yes, I remember you go and beg for Dr. Asampofo in ex-president West House. But the then president, he did very well. Unse na Asampofo akotonte no osunyan.
Dan ye because opa omobia no.
Unse no osunyan. Ansa no mbese no call secondary in Twaban honom. Secondary colleges was to ano. And then at the time the president to me directly Western Regional Crime Officer was it Mr. Christian as we as directing to ensure say Asampofo be drew and crime safely. And a crime officer so ye na dwuma pa obebe drum kran no so pe and ofre Kofi Amponsa be dia agobusa and say Asampofo abedru ana and the president still wanted to be sure say Asampofo abedru safely into na kwasi ada no pa be nundu and am ne call ya okochi an mane hu say ampa ya friend say abedru kran safely
Asampofo to adro ni che to no sa so eyi de na no sa na wo ko sekendi no obo wiase amanye nya se no ko jiska o bagbe ho oka tiri wiase nya so gbagbe ne man iska ko e se ongo busa sa question no but
the political fanatics no ya na wie ye ne te san
me feel say ya na politicians no edi ohwamo omo hwe wa achia ma omo koye nioma bi a afi onya tumi ni wi a meni mabusua tina ono akemo no bi eni obeka bia ma no God are rehosa ediako ene bebre I disappointed wo amemu a ekoso yi bebre na ne boro wo mo bebre na electric shocks omunya
ya no omunya mfaso de no omudodo ne wo mo ya na omu ye disappointment no edodo no it is saying
a day and night about less than 1% any mfaso de dodo na nya bi then I know use a manifesto launch speaker after speaker obi ase wunya bi a wo de to omre beba ahokyere ho ba mamom fa bufu obi eka na wunya bi a to omunya ndim se omantumi ama meboa omo ofom na me no ya me mpese nkofo edi political parties no anase movement ekiri be hu ne se ye to abase obi ba ko de ne sakobo aban sikem dia brɛ na mo de bia de me kan se ye yedi 2 nation nza no edi enhyehyɛ no de ba ebe so ye nyiraye so you see your public interest your friends policies and your private edi obi ba no ka se o asoma so ba benya position kura no wa ma miskada eno say me fa serious because you don't expect say dipa na wotia kodwa no so no odi ne nsa kwa kobo aban sikem na mom sa dipa na edi dwumadi ni share ne nsa no edi enhyehyɛ no de ba ye ma adwuma bibiri ba ye ma unya bi ene na what's the focus no e wa no tade bia me ka say yan hwɛ won ma contest elections di obetumi ama enwuma aba ama enyina ye enya bi
ye be kan watem engineer Peter entwubu esi akon na ne party akwa launch the manifesto ye man opening comments no na
gusu afino gusu ready onwie
email ye send na na
afino wenya manifesto no a all best
man me kana say engineer ye mo atras
yo ADAKABRI major so na I hope say ho ye
nyame adome ho ye weekend is me ko bo aman
yes I'm said weekend do na Ghana ha do na do mani bo man
basis so na me de ba no so ye basis mu no
akase pa ni bi on
so wo kwan nya ma me mfa basis te bu
kwan ye akufado adaroma kwan ye yes until person could do bo man ufi ho na akọ mikro mu so a kwan no bo kwa
se do bo man memenda be 5
am yes na mo ko he funda ho no ansa na yakusi oh yes very good I mean Mr. Bechi
chalotum say eye na strong
yes Mr. Bechi obi a wa bo nipa bebre na Ghana ha ono onye politician but he has helped a lot of people and unti Ghana ha obi a wonim no do no class omunim no enso so nsempa o matiafa Mr. Bechi ho ene na busuafo bi ho nti no omunyina so mo support nti Saturday
me ko free say obi ebeba onye politically exposed person na obenya yie na edom say I'm surprised at the numbers are
nipa mo so mo ko no che ne do a owo manipa ene senia osi ewo ahofama ede manipa ni nyuma bebre no bie wo krom ha Shell filling station I'm say Accra ha ni Shell filling stations na do so obi ade anti oye nipa wabo nipa bebre na I mean wo kon office na wo ye bia I mean wo da mame mo ne door say what is me ba ho a tin obi si abehia wo kra do akotna se na wo no akasa
because we need 10 cities
o kaso ni hwe unu so hu so hwe oye some slim man bi krokro bi na so obi si no akasa bo how be oh I mean Mr. Bechi is a human being sana meka no oye nipa
na dobi be no bo ama mo betumi a contain dom no
oh
anasa mo be ma bi akọ
in fact wo mo mbeda no eye bo man titrim chichire afa ba ho bisi ahinkro hotels bebre ho bi apeso da bia ono ankasa nso abesi hotel ho a I think about 180 beds osie wie kra na chise ne ye no ho nso wa level ho nyina nti ayi hotel na chi ho na ye no ho ne ye one week
bia be mada ne de nye ho a
wo ne me se bra wo bedam yankasa me fie
medical comeduma answer na me meduma ba
Saturday Ashanti region now him say exactly a week today and me only the year so any special invitation can econ office so any econ office now no any no every time
Peter Bar Beckham na tutu jagu sao no be tutu jana gua na Alex Osubu achi aba wa bana kwa kura sabulu sa erade moye mu bi o atakuru fichema na
me ni wie meeting se ya na moye pa no ya osu ti o pa
papa soja so de jami de
aja soja o ya obubu tu o yam
yeah ayi press ni agodi nsem hunu bi press busika nso na kokotwu uba o se oba bi hunu kwa na bra be kire kwa aye kwa na akwaji achinyi se onti ase se uber driver eje oba ni sika se sika no ho achinyi je o se matwe me side am abuntu we ya
abrujede nso me ko so de yo na aye meme nda twa mu yi nyankopon ye yadom aye NPP yawo aban mu na yabo modin wo niam bebre ho Ghana fo no mo hwe anim se ne aya ye besa ye bia to aso ana ampa ye keka niam bom no yem flag bearer aye Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia okoda aye manifesto adi ewo takrade na senia esi ye fe no na aye krabehwe Ghana ni bi oba ho bia ehun se ade no ye fe mahu se ebi mu atra se omo ye propaganda ebi mu tra se omo kando meka bia no mde gu hu fin dia ehun hia pa no omo kra omo san enko sompo the content of the manifesto na launch you know min call event bia ehun se eden ayeye no wo ade ayeye no eden mu no edan no ukowura mu a esoro ayema efom ayema nipa egu abonten no is about ×5 of the people in the hall abonten ho nyina ayema enkonya over 3000 isisi abonten ho nyina ayema omo mu jeje abonten apart from that omo mu
GSTS ase na okay
yes
sir
yes omo mu main street omo twisa mambo kranso yenka ho asem so enunti eye event eye fe now here one of the events in so here time in the so I think is the best say program time e dey beto abonten na 2 o'clock me could do ho anapa no amsa ko fie me sa baaye na etwa se 1 o'clock na ye hya ase no na honum nyina ye ma obi atnase wo hwe canopy na nesi na bonten na ho nyina ye ma na ye wo screen kese pa de ekoso odem ho bia wo hwe na bonten anunti exactly I think 5 minutes to 2 o'clock na mpanimfu a omo ye kukudam ni nyina omo nyina be pie ho vat na pokra dum so owura mu 20 minutes before 2 o'clock enti ebo be to I think 6 minutes past 2 no na ye nraba om enti a political event ye na wia na say there is only 1 hour delay I don't think anybody should complain a political event it be me 4 hours any actually and takra na you know the hierarchy in top leaders now abepie ho no so I think ni nyina mu no etwa say de abasobo ebo na ade ba ko so etwa say ye bo NPP abaso pan and say they are in government upon all the policies and programs are all my introduce all my bomodian abua Ghana for do na edi ho dance no they have been able to put together a convincing manifesto the next 4 years say enya kwanya besan peja Ghana akonanim ewo foundation na dodan kwakufu ado aban aleno I mean say Ghana for here they should be worried about the the opponent NDC for say I mean the NDC has been in opposition for 8 years. If anything at all, they should have launched their manifesto 4 months ago. If not anything at all, 4 months ago, they were the first people to elect their flag bearer in opposition. Matna wa ma nya ho hwia ena munina mu a omuhu se Ghana for enhu bibia mfiri mu ho no ena omu demnika ekopone omu manifesto omu so omu ye eho ena beto abonten se youth manifesto minim ne omu be launchi se ye nkokrafo manifesto se ye merwafo manifesto wodwun ho a wonte ase adenti ena mokoyi youth manifesto abeto abonten na de aka no dan awufo manifesto na se henfo so and no, and the just Ghana for worried about. And I'm so happy say manifesto I call launch here. Oh yeah, in some so wumu nika ahotoso wumu arechiche wumu and oh yeah the confidence Baumia di jina ho. And some of Kenyan so they are all believable, they are all deliverable. Say nya kwanya say yen samra akwanya na ye mebu amamu the next 4 years NPP is going to deliver on all of them. Meeting say ebimu ka roads and wasem. In fact, all mom ko ho nyina be dia dance here. So you see me can say me case me koduru na me busa my brother back on Tim in China nti NDC pa omoba bebu amamu what do they actually do for Ghana and Ghanaians? Because Accra, it is NPP that made Accra. President Kufuor time, and they changed the face of Accra. So the two major roads are leading to Accra. And you Kufuor Rabane, which any echoes of Anko, that is a very major road ever be on my Accra my name. So we could do near Kosovo Accra road. For example, who could do things in I mean, I can't Accra. Central region can't crown Kaswa. A quanya ye beam ho a manapa ye to ho. I had the quani be fast ye near ye me run about was so now ushe and near my ye or ha. These are project are able be a crying. Anti me busa say anti from Baba then no more. Me could do so ushe pound. A free baby on my queen Kaswa kono. A quano at the Musa post over cry. A copy Cape Coast. A free Cape Coast kono. And na baby oha who say potos war. Na Hongkran I believe say ye kasi pacha and there a difficult thing to do. Na indeed asama McJerry kan ya menen ya adwen road ramps now my yellow hono. It's quite dangerous. A kwan in business you be here so many ramps. I was so say me yene drive over broche che no me cast me back Ghana from me drive na me brepa. Especially who for Kumasi kwan so but it me pejam na me go so hey e dey ni. So ramps no was slow. And there's no signage
as a beams.
So, and I think that a road that any business hano. And you can say, yeah, this ramps number be brave, sir. Oh, here, bit me a pigeon be not to room. And only the behok they should put some signage. And this is not the doing of this government. It's something that has been there for years. So, and that also, caused me to ask the same question. Say, NDC for mamuma then Takrade are one of the regional capitals. Japan, the twin cities or the twin town. Takrade. Miko, what I saw, they say NPP abang and the first abaya roads are all touching. They have attached, they are working on all of them. So we are Takrade is going to be proper Takrade. So, and I think say with the opportunities say the best political party me abua ho and near ma NPP ayo na no roads ya ye akopie ho pa no amanfo e kan some na utie in some voter region for electorate no e kan na che say me wogidi say afiwe abato me maka say this election is going to be one of the easiest elections for NPP to win. And NPP Baumia will win hands down. And here, the vote margins, in terms of nominal figures, 1 million votes are Nanagu for the Nyaya or DBT, John Mama. No, I think Baumia is going to get about 1.3 million difference between John Mama and Baumia, and that is what is going to happen.
Now, Baumia then would go on to set the record of being the first person to win the MPP flagship at first instance.
Yes.
And then to go on to win national elections at the first instance.
Exactly. And Baumia is setting so many records. Baumia, the first time you will be free enough as a political party, NPP. Or no, Baumia, first time Ghana will be our year Muslim, president, on the major political party, Baumia. The first time will be a Zongo, president or Ghana. First time
Zongo,
but Mami is from Zongo. He's a Zongo man.
Zongo Bay.
Zongo na Ghana Zongo bebre min kan nyina ncho. Zongo Baumia is a Zongo boy.
On tra Zongo daji.
On tra Zongo no tra him.
No tra him. On Zongo. Wow. On no better Zongo.
So, and
Kanye Zongo.
Again, this is going to be the first time on NPP.
NPP land is what eventually.
See, London Zongo.
And the president Zongo.
And Hackney, so now another record about me. I better certainly say this is the first time on NPP. Yenya Kwenya, yen vice president, president of Ghana. You know, NDC has had that opportunity twice. NDC had a vice president. Tamils was the vice president. He became president. John Mahama, a vice president. And they all failed. And this is going to be the first time NPP as a political party. Running, vice president and they wabeye flag bearer or babeye president. And I think one vice president, one president.
First to know.
Question mark. Sir, well, I mean, I have said, sir, if you happen to
go for a
see this time, no, research HSA, more than 25% of Nipa Omeya Muslims or Ghana almost to Obama NDC Dabia. What is the 25% and say, a ye woman come swat dear pants that could be. So bad sorry nanka obia on Muslim abaye into that 25% to Obama NDC no they have all vowed say they are voting for NPP and zongo so nanka yenim say Ghana ha nipa bi ebu omo abomfia say omo de honko na omo vote no and ne obi fro mu abaye president on the ticket of NPP North obi a ofri North oye baomia wiase nyina obi a agine tum say oye economist a wabi yie or Baba ye president Ghana on the ticket of NPP. So now here nema ide go kwamu so ya lay foundation over to
vice president you the footprints on the
a lot of them over 35% original bontianka no one has been able to contest it. 35 policies and programs are yura baomia and no champion ya what interoperability so on the lady a Ghana card a passport I can say no ultimately now loads of things nina eboa anunti now ye be koy in manifesto no e be hu nema odegu akwama ode e be boa fight corruption
okay yan tie de Solomon Ususo ebeka
over
na so no afrafanto den kasen wuden kafana
be kafa ho ben
da se wa mama konya na Mamenchia watiefo na menkase obia go check in voter
Professor Kobi Mensah say it will be a trap for Alan to go back to MPP. Suggestions say high profile MPP personalities and then influential personalities to Ghana has say employ and treat them say be fresh Martin for which Martin so rebel for unfinity any dear ma omo ye interested as still ano omo pese omo kwetwene se wo mra party no bi
ofano kro omo se Alan free MPP no de sunsum ni free MPP de sia sunsum bi anim bio ana akoba bi a party ni funu ma free ya sentimentum a ene party no omo ni sa stronghold ene taxi driver what the NPP ni poster be bon ka ho kra oje 100 cedis e wa sentimentum e sanso omo se party no ho doko so omo kan nyina fu a ye kosia ne se orala nchemante na wafiri mu no ye nyina ye kɔ afafanto eno nti ubetie se obi pese ode Alan ba
sampen for na no mo ye interested se still a strategy bi on pese omo de weekend nipa ye adwuma ma chemate
so omo kan de didi nti o hwa anytime be ka bia no matter what how our experience nya no kure no na nipa pese o tie mu bio because say ko ba ne sa nipa mfa nche orala nchemante da na onye nso there is no way obeko back to NPP nim if esan say the na pokura kan wo secondi friends GSTC it doesn't make it possible say Alan betumi asa akra sa na chi esan say o man pani otiso yi obopo as far back as 2011 so already o believe in democracy o obechinchim ngofo nsa no de amaba omiane your friend say napo eno ti say moye mo de ne enso And don't forget, election year yakoi, Allah will win. There's no way. One more mechanism was on the MB, how many NDC the Oma Mobra. After no more manifesto to go. Me wanna Alan manifesto a plan. In fact, the first time on Inveli saw GTP was in 2023. January, time of free a ministry. And what to akoswa afena MPP did the aba afena NDC so edu on the eba no for bebusa won say enti abra no mo ye campaign nyina na based on a policies no mo dey campaign no and now no takrade a Peter can was be takrade is supposed to be the strong one of the strongholds of the MPP ye chase on tira takrade na say on ko takrade da na nka wako hoda sanye MPP abansi bi asai takrade no takrade da ne kurase takrade ani nyina animu ho fefefe no e de ko pepe bie ni ho takrade krum ni nyina asai eno ti etiefo amuti amwo alanchemate mo obi anada amuda yes empenifo ye hwem kutupa bo mo pa se mo na mo goye ye kwa ko mediation because a lot of the mistakes or co MPP me ni na chin co MPP so tias ye you know enya de bebem na omo de na munkras ye ne ye de sa propaganda na wona mo keka so Alan besa baba to MPP eniti ye kromfo yi om ko jebe pa na sa Alan fo ni wo so beto ama no duwe no wo asemo a eya iba fa ma menka bibi se exhibition na ekoso no engofo mfa the serious no bia anko hwe din na wo teki wi a wo card no fasie baby na me san kan ento so fa ya mo hwehwe ma me security personnel a ye di wo mo akoso wo mo nkoye 1 week adwuma yi ade na ngofo ni wa tunda mo ade omunfa kom ena nkwako gira ho na omunfa na bi so
omunko no omani di ofi
la just munko we special duty 2 weeks aje twesika electoral commission ekoji Ghana almost 800 million here the year election security sem nyira ka ho eti wo bia nkonko tena obi esika so monfa mom now back to your friend say manifesto no evidence Peter that went to enya bibianka manifesto. No,
we haven't come there yet. Please.
I'm reading message back one about Hase na
message
Yenle Foundation
from Jubilee House alai.
Or say job creation is indeed the key to economic expansion all over the world. But the key requirements for achieving job creation is the policy framework, which can lead to an enterprise economy. Beyond the ability of creating the policy framework, there must be evidence of ability, competence, and as well past record of successful implementation of policy framework for achieving an enterprise economy. If a politician lacks knowledge, training, expertise, and proven exposure in organizational and management science, it is almost impossible to implement a policy framework for an enterprise economy. The only solution is for a political leader to be endowed with natural and excellent qualities for organization and management, evidenced by prior successful project realization. And what they buy now.
ADAKABRI, I need to set this record straight. I need to set this record straight. Obi a obejina ba bia ka se mpanimfo bi ahye wo machi akohu alanse onsamra party.
Obi ankohu no.
Obi akohu alanse.
Obi ankohu no.
Tie me kan ADAKABRI mpacho.
Obi ankohu no.
I am setting this record. Wona avero ojatun so obi ankohu no.
Bianco. Yet the nam and pennyful be set and
Please,
Can I
no
run in the mouth?
Can I make
of a
comment?
January?
Oh, please.
No run in the mouth.
Please, we are not fighting here.
Nobody's fighting.
Yeah, so
but
just
you see,
calm down. I'm making a point.
No. That point must be within the
But
context.
Let me finish.
I
You can come in
am
with the context.
only
That's fine.
alerting you what may happen out of what you want to say.
Okay, so let it happen. Let me make my point, and you can say whatever you want.
And that was not
what I'm saying is
said.
that the propaganda say impanimfobi na machi na omo kaka omo tribom so omo kwa ko no. It is not true. You see, no one, and it is never true. You see, they still want to make Alan feel relevant.
Who told you Alan want to feel relevant? No.
He has a right to make a statement.
But that right must be made within a context. How can you feel relevant? Alan only
look, he has a right to make a statement.
Tolerance.
No, I will not be tolerant or certain matters.
He has a right to make a statement.
Okay, so you're going to say that man can't go Kabibi. I'm a well soon.
Debbie. A grand rules, no.
Grand rules, you are to be relevant.
No.
Or be feeling relevant to the
opportunity. He has a right to make a statement. He has a right to make a statement.
You see, the more the supporters of Alan and he himself claims outside, say, some people are seeking to come and see him, they will pay for all the expenses he has made. Say on Samra and people, no. Just to make him relevant in the politics of Ghana. Politics in Ghana today, Alan is irrelevant. And he wants to still place himself as a relevant politician in Ghana. Alan is gone. He's gone forever. You see? And it would be the most unwisest thing for him to even think of coming to NPP. And I'm telling you, and it's natural. You see, Adrian Bonnet and Abba Alan Trim. You see, he is now full of wickedness. And all that he's seeking to see is to see NPP lose 2024. That's what Alan is seeking to do. And then in Crawford, what to Omagu Abontin, na on no partia, Ayan and Wajuma, and then Ayajuma, 8 good years. Alan is one of the longest serving ministers in NPP government. He has benefited from NPP party government more than any other person in NPP. Alan. And yet, he has gone out there based on a flimsy thing. Say, Yakotwaba wa lusu anunti wa jai party no makotin party minkro for muntunga bonten munko good partner mase na yen lusu 2024. And that is what he did in 2008. This time round, he is not going to achieve it. I'm sounding this on the record. Say, Alan is not going to achieve this wickedness that he has planned in his head. Say, NPP should lose 2024. It's never going to happen. And if he still want to feel relevant
would you want to stick in a word to MPP leaders no so omonana na mpenefobi so can say yenia
but then if you're able to mention a name,
say nipa ko ni the free club back
and nipa mpanimfo am no free a club back metima bo mienu din Sampan and Yura Asuo Benyi. These are the two top NPP persons that we know free and Temudia.
Ufri Mase.
That means I open security minister. I mean, you're making propaganda. You're making propaganda. If you're not afraid, mention the name. If you're not afraid, and it's never true. Second, but you are cited. You're giving a leading comment until we can take our responses from there.
Would you want to stick a comment to Umpenim for Noah? Woman and Nam Efrem Penifua Cassia woman answer say. So stop, they should stop doing that.
I need to say, Irakandapa, or you'll be or your party the moon panifuni bipa, or ne ala nantiache. The young cono say, Massa, a crowd can know. Sign bra, no, what is wrong with it? What is who crowd who Alan, who are you lawyer out the way? Me, my cat was Alan, no, Jaya, me cat and Joda. Alan within a chair. Makano say no reasonable member of NPP, no lawyer member of NPP will follow Alan.
Peter, dear Kwasi, can't go there. No reasonable member. No, I will not sit here to entertain nonsense from him. How can you say that?
You don't do that.
How don't? But
I say no reasonable person. You can't say no reasonable person.
No, reasonable is an insult. Don't let us do semantics here. Don't let it. I've allowed him to go because I feel said to come to my tent. But you cannot. You cannot because of the nonsense. No, I will not.
When you get your tent, you can say what.
Obika said opposition unreasonable.
Obika said no reasonable human being.
No reasonable.
You don't reason normal.
No, that's not it.
What are you?
That's not it.
Now, if you are reasonable,
I have given you
Solo
based on the fact that one partner you doing same what he has been a minister just by virtue of contesting election and losing. He says that you have resigned from the party. That is not reasonable. That's what I'm saying.
Westbury principles. Reasonableness. It will be because unreasonable and as no reasonable person. Allow him to make a point.
What it means is
the person may get some to name say or not to some career, you know. Nimpenim for no so swa. Omuni nane na mpenim for so catch mpenim for say yem frɛ alano. On stick a word to them so almost omunyai.
Over my difficulty he would push me to also go and say certain things. Now me person me measured, but me did the cheer. Why we are running rubber me down one? It will be so unfair. Don't. What you say? Now I don't know how to fast out on you about betuno. About Casaba, Mananunsi. And I'm not ready to Mananunsi.
I
am a reasonable man. What I'm talking about?
Lawyer, ADAKABRI will be our thing of politics anymore. So when you come out with me, I am not here to sing for you. I am not here to sing for you.
So Nanu be senior baso. Enti empenifo no so so a wo mo ma MPP ni enna a wo mo ye MPP mpenifo a wo mo so kokko kompenifo akese wo in 3-2 almost 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 can be beach almost munyaye.
Lawyer ADAKABRI. 4 months to election. This man has been out there campaigning against NPP.
Sally.
This is not the time any member when you Ebeka Semiku on some NPP. He will not even come. He will not even. He is not going to come.
Yes.
And no member of NPP will think of going to see him. And there's no even need to go and see him. He's not going to cause any damage. He's trying. That what he did in 2008, you know. Obasa achieve you now NPP you lose 2008, you know. And now NPP. This time we are not allowing that to happen. ADAKABRI but he just want to feel relevant. He just want to feel relevant. He just want to feel relevant.
Solo.
First of all,
I said that one say. Empenifo bi a wo mo dwene wo mo ho a wo mu ditinti man e wo Ghana ye society mu no e na ye bu o maso se wo mo hwe no mo mbroka bibi o mo hwe no mo mbroka bibi e na sa empenifo no so ehunu de ya ye de fa e na wo mo frɛ o papa no so a ono so onko o rebofo wo mo enti sa empenifo no e de na o mo so mo ye o mo nto enko so anase wo mo nyai anasa said there could be mensa ekano a trap bi no person set
e was so much on free side because oral lanchamanti o free MPP nana dwene mo da ho pa o ye so clear say party no be biadru no obekọ contenkro o free so wa ye nyoma kire say wa serious o free so you are launching in a plan or call apro or ye the campaign and then the billboards nya sisikrum enko for the afranto radio aba wa interview ni bi why yes our programs nyina Ghana for nyan mudidi. And on what basis not to come back to the MPP? But you see the likes of Peter Mon, I don't blame them because onim party won abakosem. Okay, one more 88 this year, they'll be so disappointed. They'll be so disappointed in him.
So your point is, and
he will get away with a lot of unseriousness from it. How can you say oral and person feel irrelevant? How? Sir, or join the MPP and obey relevant. Now, MPP is relevant homes here. Who is so relevant in the MPP right now? Party of Chrome, how say MPP Nagasa is already in opposition. na uko basi nipa one baku mienu ko gina baabi na mo ye na mo 200 series na so ba be win election kroma enu jam me Ghana fo nyina say wo mo nkonko check o mu di wo voter exhibition mo na ye nkoto aba 7 December na ye wie 7 December no na 8 and 9 December ye betwe wo say Peter betwa betena ha aba be kase be ba be and ye win by 1.3 billion million e mo na kwakwo wini amame ofu tanta we ya e Ghana na Pascal obia edumi hu ne ho ano no ene na ne ba be wini wo ha and for the first time in the history of Ghana enipa close to 1 million was santimantem ohia buburo aho na omoto abama ene ohia ehia omo ma nipa nya aduane ndi enfa na kwakwo wini election ehfa energy ye ba ha ne ye ba beka orala nchemante onko back na enko back kina na mpanifo na mo yes and mo ntwem because the way nipa ni bias bia bria ya de ta na chi no ya de akoma mu nyina ene edi na chie esa na say yenim say ne padu wono mu it's all about political party o MPP no wo mu ade na wo mu ade ya na o party mu ena no mo call secondary from head to toe obi aba na yenim say ahokire o party ono admit say ahokire o de ahokire brega na fade na o say me interest say be join okay anything bibia nim but asem na waka mu ntwanto so person feel relevant ma pedi bia ngo hu no na say ni say no that ye wie election 2024 ni wi a no asa abo ama no obeti politics ase
as a run of obi so be
ye ni be win but in case run of bar ye ni be win but in case run of bia bia no Allah will be part of the runoff. Alan versus either NDC or MPP. Ye ni count anama mo fu tanta we de ho na go to abamo.
And wish and say there will be
why wish
nah, ya be pan
why not go back to 0.1 no ala na bra men we be new position jero okasa wa
in the event of a runoff now you require votes say ala 0.24 you don't need it.
Now, what you hopes now? Say they are going to be the kingmakers when there's going to be a runoff and Frafranto is going to be the kingmaker.
But are you saying that you
don't want their votes?
Why the catch on?
Frafranto is not saying something.
Why the catch on?
Two things. Why don't win? They are wishing for a runoff and people lose. Please, we are on radio.
No, radio that catch on being irrelevant, you know.
Speak with Decrum. The way you're speaking.
I will not catch up Decrum.
No, but
so don't catch us about phone. What's that?
He's making a point.
Make a point. No, for calling Allah irrelevant, the program must also record.
Also, Ubenya Alan Benya 0.24, and I'm asking, sir, in the event of a runoff, let's say MPP has a stake, Alan 0.24, Ubenya.
Baumia is winning more than 53%.
So you wouldn't need Alam 0.24.
He's winning hands down this election.
Baumia is winning this
election. Because when you start something like what
a moment NDC your expectations of Saturday at the University of Education Winneba NDC manifesto anything new
offer Mamina kwenye sana mencha wani watiefo na mempacho se mamantem na sabi wini ba ho hyehyɛ ya ne ho ya ne ya enitiana
anything new to expect reasonable expectation
offer reasonable now expectation ni nyina reasonable very very reasonable very important say
anything new
a lot
further clarification on 24-hour economy.
A lot of the 24-hour economy offer has
been, clarification on
has been explained to detail. It has been explained to the brim as
what are we supposed to expect on Saturday?
And the Yanyan formula for friend Formula 133.
Formula 133.
Formula 133. Of I won't say one job, three people, three shifts. Very simple. Of our Bama and the Okujum. Malata market, production
and productivity. It can go up to accommodate 3 persons running just 24 hours.
Of an year, necessary than one year, but 3 years. So, want me and my uniba. Ebia, wow, the comfort of your sitting room, watching a TV station like Wezo TV, GH1 TV3, Ebia, UTV, you can get access to the information that will be delivered by people who will be touting out there the manifesto and the flag bearer himself with his running mate.
Baumia spent a little over 2 hours on his feet.
Shouting out.
And then a bridge version of the MPP manifesto, 44 pages. What are we to expect of John Dramani Mahama and NDC?
Of our way, my memory, my Samson, I mean, me remarks on a preco. And then me buff you, I'm Hanas and I manifesto as I'm I say, Kumbudi because on that, and I said,
Ubakabi.
That be Alan you be no
0.24.
No matter how the situation, you don't refer to him as irrelevant because I was something this year. I can this year concra Sebe or no Alan no. What kind of work sante mine?
Asema wo kanya sem ke.
Asem anya sem ke to na make. O ka Alana work sante mine. Na never check 2020 elections results are. Asante mine Emma MPP 1.7 million vote Alan vote ka ho.
1.73.
1.73. If I say me yan approximately no. Offer Alan vote ka ho. Enti never can Alan sem no ahwe. When you go to Ashanti region, you go to some constituencies like Ejiso. Alan Dimo Kutino
at unknown position and yet he believes to say MPP for Yan no uncle.
That is it.
But Pennyford be a number chilina. But
I'm telling you something. If one hour number tree or Mualan, they know the consequences. They know the reason why number tree.
I don't know him.
Oh, that be man cast you know him. As in Pennyphone number tree. They know the consequences. They know the reason why our money on number tree. To use such words. Maybe Penny 1 year said me I can never use those type of words on him. Likewise, Brasolo mean and use it just because all in the name of politics. They use some sort of words.
But we are not talking about
Ashanti.
He is not.
Nipanwa ye can say Omo and treaty Alan on Samra MPP. It is only to suggest to say Alan be relevant. And in his view, no. On your relevance, and also Omoko Pepper and Chow say on Sam.
So you are so cry.
0.24 relevant.
You and I know, no matter what, no. Alan is MPP is Alan.
Oh, so that's how you say
it. I'm coming.
It is
Alan is MPP.
He can pull.
MPP is Alan. But me either.
School fees, man.
Alan be renew. Alan renew. Alan be 0.2. Be de it was him for boni ni de nya man.
And this he can pay the registration fee for
Alan. It was him for boni ni de Alan.
Oraba o me na de action no. So kasa
ma. Go enye hwe kra sometime ago. There was some time in this country Alan was a whole discussion. Sebe, you can one district, one factory, and before the bomb on some branch, Alan, I am managing a man, Doma, Yina, the idea. They are using normally the Alan Ding, a bomb on some brand, and the idea. You go to a pet, I don't know whether you can remember. Say Dr. Baobia, and then YMPP for flag bearer, Ejina Simpio, so every boy economic management team, 1 year and the free. 1 year and the so we should please give him that respect.
The last poll from Global Info Analytics.
We should give him that respect.
1 minute, and I'm reading message, you know. The last poll from Global Info Analytics allocated 9% to Alan Cash. Considering that NDC and MPP have almost equal strength and numbers, the implications are that left with 91% aside of Alan's 9%, the elections are already heading for a run of December 7. Meanwhile, Alan is yet to hit the road with constituency and district visits and voter contact. What will the polls reflect on November? As I'm saying.
Mr. Sase, we made this uncle after December 7th. And then there's be two and two. That's how December 7th. They be an new hand job. You better not Peter, why will be soon. Because votes are Alan Tremanti Benyano. Uncle from free year no better. Wouldn't be a cause
of you wish, but that is never going to happen.
Now, who wish you maybe feel more than Alan
is not
the last time you took my BB, I got to my Lantamate.
The NDC can
relevance can. I say in MPP, on Casa in Ghana politics.
Okay.
Within Ghana politics.
And no problem.
In MPP, or no percent or dissuading penny for no money and I'm a year could you at
could be
wa senti
na bi ran ba so mu sha na be ka
ofa wa kan hadwe
okay abe mi enti we
ofa china Saturday program na ebe ekoso ewo Winneba sebe ade a Ghana for have been anticipating for a very long time ade o ma twan den ache even though before Saturday be bana ye better out your manifesto adwene pa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama with the NDC ewo edema Ghana man no ofa you will be there dance say there have been so many of the policies sabi on various campaign platforms no ya di hu ya bohu dahuro imprebebere nipa dodo na anya emu ate na echina sorry Saturday nyame ntamokura na Saturday no there will be a lot new things sabi yebe danadi amanfo be hu say sabi NDC ye oman sabi ye den ye dwene Ghana ho sabi Ghana fire ho sabi Ghana eda yakoma so of na nchen the first thing I na say ye be launch mmabunu manifesto ebeda a social contract between we and the youths ya na sa pepe I don't know you have heard some of the policies sabi ye were the no fee stress ye were extending the free education to the private schools ye were training 1 million youths in coding, which is the ICT using the digital center. You were building a digital infrastructure across all nations, which is the regional capitals. You were a lot of things. The assignment, the Kura Youth Manifesto, no say offer. You were the Ajumara policy and Nekumi. In a way, we want to build the Osei Kwame despite of our time. We want to build the Dangotes of our time. It's John Mahama see the ben or start up a startup policy bia offer. And no be moneta na empower mbabunu every year bia be empower mbabunu 10,000 sabi on be establish omo ankasa omo own business na ya share sa business no so
how are we to believe
offer an intia based on that and a John Mahama see the or the youth ministry so that the youth ministry will solely be in charge of those particular youth initiatives.
Oh yeah, $3 million in
one say youth and sports on most of the time you see youth and sports but we mbabu no sem ho bebre ya na o adwena na akoda sports so youth and sports no wo hwa mbabu no enhyehye ne mbabu no mpuntuo na ade o montan
no mean o may youth minister da
en America no most of the times no enhwehwemu oba
wanya afi na
say ya ade bi dada pa kire se yan to aso nye si ye nhwehwemu ne hu sa ade ne wo se ya de ensakrai ofa de meka no to ate ase enti ne we say yet youth ministry no ebeboa ama mbabu no ayede afọ montuma pa friend okọ terminal 3 airport mbabu no bebre na ehwa da ne trotro station as a VIP stage be etuka akọkọma ase amman for wa say be of mutu kwa Africa Ghana because for the past 8 years they have lost hope in Ghana. They have lost hope and then
what is JDM's job creation record? Can you tell us?
JDM's job creation
record.
Offer sabi me question what be say me nim hwe kra offer. Investing in infrastructure as a government is the best job you can ever get.
The economy and job creation is key. And we here a prerequisite be in order to bring about enterprise economy. So we need to know what is the background, the record of John Mahama on job creation.
Exactly, offer. John Mahama's tenure. Now unemployment rate was in single digit. Offer. At that time, Krana was single digit. No, during the war, be a single digit. No, zero. That is when an OCC infrastructures like the hospitals to employ nurses, to employ doctors, to employ physician assistants, to employ staffs that can work at the hospital. Of I am not na osi Accra Digital Center. See a man from Babunu Benye Juma Ayewo. Offer any 19. There are so many infrastructure projects are John Mahama Aya and then many who can say I employ a lot of people. And then before about mobile months and say, oh my employ a lot of nurses and I said, I'm employ man for one common good as you. Oman for Mon Kunsuso, and Oman for go to Cape Coast. They employed them to structures that was built by somebody like John Dramani Mahama. Yes, see, you have. It's job creation record no offer. There is no way you can do away with infrastructure, and that is why His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is still promising. Say, Oba, what your policy be friend the big push. We invested $10 billion in infrastructure offer.
Of whose money?
Of Ghana's money.
Your $10 billion.
Of how much is can you go more? Of how much is in this?
Your $10 billion. Obi American here to
that is it.
And there's $10 billion. Oh, funny.
Offer Sikana among for a chedi. Among for a chesikani Dubukumha. Say it to me, $34.9 million. Say
Your mama benya $10 billion.
You will get a lot. A financial discipline can offer. A financial discipline. A financial discipline can offer. A benya sasikana. A there some jumana. Na se your mama. A bobusuan kura offer with me. O bobusuan kura no the yes juma. What the tangible projects asabe. Sa projects na nkasa betumi atu ya no hoka.
Ghana for betumi authority busuan biem.
Offer na make us say even your mama a bobusuan kura na. Hwe bebi ti say terminal 3.
Ana de busuan be ma no.
Oh, offer me kasem. Me say baby to set terminal 3. What the bush no dey. True or false? Terminal 3 enen ebe ye mreka kra no. Sa busuana sa terminal 3 na nkasa betua no ho busuan. Sa busuan bi ne ye bonya busuan ye bode ye chop chop.
Awoma a tax your friend saying allowances of up to $900 million.
Offer we kasa say sika ni kro. Amanfo say sika ofo offer na won ti bia na.
Eti ye dey plan say fe ye din ko bobo busuan ma me say
simple ni nyina na financial discipline. Say busuan na ye bode ye ade pa no problem. But say, oh, offer. It's my bobusian de pa.
Bobusian for consumption.
Oh, and I make us say bobusian de. And what kind of and na e born no.
Investment e betimi dis ika me de atuatu aka.
Offer dem ma menka masem wi. And na e born na say wo ko bobusian be consumption. Say o bobusian de wanu me de atwa wanu. And e born no. But wo bobusian I invest. Ama sa bobusian no say be projects na I invest kura na. E say timi twa bobusian na ka. E ya bobusian pa. Na bobusian and then your bush was saying that young fashion.
I will sit down and yoya.
Oh, that me say sit down and me say you got. Oh, I'm a Catholic. Of a Azorban Oko.
Cathedral Benogana.
Oh, California Cathedral.
Oh, him.
What is the California Cathedral? Even diocese level choir cathedral. Oh, I say, oh, tell Jamie Pino. Why never be a
cathedral.
You will be a cathedral. As a man, the principal church of the diocese
is a cathedral.
That's all. It's a cathedral.
It's a cathedral. Now wait
there, so the Saturday you should expect issues and policies that are about to rescue us. Now, from person way, there is one thing I want us to talk about. I was say, which is running the country with a lean government. It has been a discussion.
Oh, John Mama says 60, but me I say 50. Alan Chamatin say 40. Baba can say.
Okay.
But
Offer, so the policy this thing
Sunday,
Saturday is full of hope now there.
Muhammadu Bawu.
Saa semono.
Oye media encounter. Na you say wa person oba no email.
Yes.
Na email.
Yeah, my accreditation.
Na email so person oba.
Na offer was anywhere.
Yeah, despite media and be email. Somebody representative eba.
Friendly journalist.
Oh, yes. Friendly journalist. I say Chematin no etna ase no ankasa no. Hampiki journalist.
Obiabai. Other questions are telling.
No, you know what can I say? Chematin trans no Hampiki.
Hampiki why?
And on baby.
Hampiki why? One thing.
There's what trans.
O invite.
Any 100. And now Odomudin 200 of prayer warm. In that Baomi also say, wow, person oban email.
Obe block you. So sending our citizens and
Mahama so some fee invitations to media houses. But that's beside the point. What's important? What do we expect on Sunday at the media engaging Dr. Baumia?
Medasi bebre ADAKABRI. I made the say a free Sunday. I launch NPP manifesto. The NDC up to today has not been able to say anything bad. I will manifesto. You see, all that they were waiting for is to see NPP launch its manifesto so that almost be me him no more yebi at the accommodation. Because it is very obvious, they have been in opposition for 8 good years. 8 good years, NDC up to today has not been able to come up with any tangible policy idea. Ghana for bit me a heso at the Abama Omo. Anunti and Omo Airtrain, Muchanya, NPP. Because a party in opposition should have launched their manifesto 4 months ago so that it will put a bit of pressure. They will set the agenda. Today, it is the party in government that is setting an agenda for them to follow. And that means that they're losing. When you are in opposition and the government, the party in power is setting an agenda for you, you're in trouble. And they have been in trouble for the past 1 year, ever since Baumia had his public encounter at the UPSA. And Sunday, Baumia is going to take his time to break down some of the things. I mean, he spoke for about 2 hours. I bet when they ran 2 hours, in one moment together and calling it, youth manifesto. Okay, I said last week, and almost them they call launch here, almost ADB friends say youth manifesto. But unfortunately, ADAKABRI is so intriguing. Say, Osha NDC for Adenum friends.
So is it fair for anybody to suggest MPP also copying from the Great Transformation Plan?
Say BB the number top on things. So Oshim. NDC for no at the end of your pair. Then you can say,
no, you are suggesting say MPP waiting to steal from NDC waiting to steal from MPP.
And I'm giving you.
And I'm asking you, is it fair to suggest MPP also stealing from the Great Transformation Plan?
The reasons why I think they are waiting to steal from us because they are in opposition.
Are you also stealing from the Great Transformation Plan?
And America said we have already published ours. Compare it to what you have published. If they are the same, then we can argue, say we have stolen from you. But I do not think that Bibi Oha.
We are patently right to be there.
Me can say some things in the yellow book. I'm somebody, somebody like Alan writing something. No? He's an experienced person. He's got some knowledge, some skills, some kind of idea. You will get something from him. There's no doubt about that. Okay? Anunti, me, if Alan is giving a lecture, I will listen to him. I'll pick 1 or 2 things from there. There's nothing wrong with that. So I say. Anunti say,
except you Ghana 0.24 votes.
I was at so. Me sat so crap.
What say asema okay no. Me sat so crap. Go for bu ofi some go check you. Omo edi o register no. But me dey be me encourage you so be kasa.
Encounter na
you see, and NDC rushed to put something together, and they did not actually. Moment to almost and kubusa nipa and kumbusa no munya right information. Osha omu youth manifesto no more. ADAKABRI more than 60% all borders on TVET. Almost say technical and vocational education and omodi be training mabunu ama omanya adwuma
on the coding.
Meanwhile, 60% of Kayano, the NPP government has already implemented all of them under the Commission for TVET.
So there's nothing left.
There's nothing there. It is so empty. And this manifesto for
Vice
the
President Bawumia launches the Ghana Apprenticeship Program.
Na kind first paragraph on the na mean kind do much was it.
Vice President of the Republican Presidential Candidate for the New Patriotic Party, HE Alhaji Dr. Muhammad Bawumia, has on March 13, 2024, launched the nationwide Ghana Apprenticeship Program under the auspices of the Commission for Technical Vocational Education Training, CTVET, in Accra. The program will facilitate a shift from conventional methods to a competency-based approach, ensuring that apprentices are equipped not only with theoretical knowledge, but also with the practical. Our girlfriend say she's waiting. Oh yeah,
the NDC. And I can run about us.
What do you want, mommy? The message I'm going to draw attention.
That's what we're trying to. We message for the NDC they're going to implement an expanded national apprenticeship program, especially for the young people. Meanwhile, NPP has already launched this. More than 19,000 apprentices and are benefited from program nationwide. In fact, from beginning of next year, we are even expanding it to all the regions in the country, all the 16 regions. Pilot program. No, you choose about 7 of them, and I training 19,000. Expand this. This time, no Ghana Nibia. No matter your age, you can decide to go and learn a trade. A buy no ebefa honka. Na unim on said this time, your mama or moko yomutia, obidrufia was mitiasa na ekru abani tiasa. On said this time, tiny money in a kofum because you say, Oma omukushia vocational skills, technical programs, our roadside. The theory behind Neomusia chemicals or more apply on human being. And unti a program way, a national apprenticeship program, say, apprentices, you don't cook cook them classroom 3 days. Then you're training woman or more 3 days now can answer 2 days. The kushia or more masters na omo a master craft persons or masters so you train them the same way. And unti abua ama omo nim de na kosoro na ya mo certificate so that they can leverage. Almost somebody introduce a DBA friend say RPL, recognition of prior learning. ADAKABRI. And they say some fans say radio so na unye bi half an hour what training na we be hu ade na oye no na on the job na opese obi access no na or recognize it nia wo so onim no. And the friend say recognition of prior learning. NPP the government of Nana Akufo-Addo under the Commission for TVET, we have introduced this. Already no you were about 17 centers across the country, including ATTC. You were technical people on the floor. So, say, ultimately, assemble computer and also to repair a mobile phone. Okay, come and repair that mobile phone. This is the fault. Repair me. So, one to me, because I had no idea how I had the Kusiana Sabra, Obania access so near amount certificate, near recognize. The certificate that you have can help you to leverage on so many things, including getting contract. And until, sir, I didn't almost startup, almost say, I did be a friend a national qualification framework. I'm glad I'm off a framework. Ghana National Qualification Framework. It is only the TVET sector was approved by Parliament of Ghana. Say 8 levels of qualifications. What technical level? Proficiency 1, Proficiency 2, National Certificate 1, Certificate 2, HND, First Degree, Master's Degree, and Doctorate Degree of Technology. Some levels we have already implemented it. Amaya Kofeda. Even ministries Ghana na almost running some form of training under TVET. Who call BBC NVTI? They were under Ministry of Employment or so. Social Welfare, no more training center, and National Development Authority, no more training center. Transport, no more training center. So many ministries, about 19 of them. About we actually free ho, and now don't under the Ministry of Education, and now Oma sa technical and vocational schools na omo under Ghana Education Service, Abai no ahwe say ye be separate womo na ye de womo the you omo free other ministries na beka ho they form a new agency ama womo na manage. So now Ghanaian child when you are going through after the BEC going to the secondary school. Ghanaian child has two pathways. Either you go through the technical and vocational way, or you go through the grammar way. So Ghana Education Service today, per the Act, Ghana Pre-Tertiary Education Act, manages only the grammar education, and the Ghana TVET Service manages both the vocational and technical. Until on 3 years or technical, no one's on 3 years. Grammar, no my certificate, no my tertiary. So all the programs and these we have already implemented them. They are more superior. They have they are suggesting inferior ideas. They're suggesting inferior ideas.
I say MP before so a copy from the GTP.
Mamini Ganga say Opoku or Mitch so Orlando Kew Garden. Me just also bar.
Kew Garden
number Enfamon na on new show. O Mitch makache of
and say Kew Gardens so the energy say baby come up
papa o tio se also mo bie mu da ho ana o se die Peter kan nenti no na busuafo nyina wo kuma ase ne nyina no o ka kire om se omo go hwe mudin na omo goto aba no e ma o
this propaganda will not work.
Wono tie offer page 70 of the GTP under youth over VII now also establish a traders bank to deepen financial inclusion for enterprises in the informal sector, including youth-owned enterprises. 319 manifesto committee members, almost share 87 times. Edi dinome. Omotra sinyina de omo ye asom kofa Alan GTP, and omo traders in the SME bank. Now, oko infrastructure. Edi no moka. Alan say on the private sector, and a beka boom. Abide to mean the to answer the hospitals in the same thing no left here.
Build, operate, and transfer.
Absolutely. The same Ghana politics in that way. But the catcher is when the fundamentals are with the exchange rate to expose you. The catcher has said now 2.4 billion kwakushem. The Baumeka
now so chair maybe a similarities no.
I don't make time we na
don't run away.
Infrastructure. So what time you manage hopa? And infrastructure. Believe in the public-private partnership and build, operate, and own. Now, almost I left how to own a house, mortgage system. Alanika say, you dedicated banker, a bema mortgages. I'm here. I'm saying, I you free. So say, bear fund be a mortgage. I left him from here. Now, apprenticeship or become awesome. Yanyeka apprenticeship say yebema secondary school obekwa ko suyansa no nyuma no ana mu yi secondary
certified apprenticeship after secondary
absolutely it omo de no say that I certified free no apprenticeship and emusa omo nke bibia now on interest rate
national policy already launched it's on our website go to the Commission for TVET website
1972 nyina na ho awo me copy that na America who launch it what you say anything wo mo ko ye no na one program obi say o ma create say 2.3 million jobs now obi so be gina so ma create 21 million jobs say o ma create
Ghana population
ya tia so obi am apologize nche now vice president one slip here. Vice President lady in not Vice President to be changing Ghana port duties lower than Togo. Ghana port duties lower than Togo. Togo airport free. And to catch us in your port duties be lower than Togo. The vice president catch ya near Maba. Obasa Meska. Atwaso. Why your manifesto also do anything so? Why? And the didn't say, or Roland Chamante say, and I'm Minoka say, a strong man will come never. Or about the idea, dear friend, the new agricultural revolution. Here, I did any bad about basis war.
Okay.
Now, Yama and Yanyaba.
Okay.
We also have a secret Hamon. Sir. Business Resource Center so person to the jejemuno Alan the Babe ya Juma ama mebu na pese ekọ into omo business no o wa konya ntete ho when ntete na your business plan no o Ghana Enterprise Agency ya ma business ama dia ye over 2025
the final comment
my final comment no krene wo hono me bra panika the youth manifesto asem no person na obo NDC for the no go from na be nya adwuma woni mu ni aba ba wo mi ana nkasanya opportunity in 2 hours Even the last 30 minutes. Now, or Tauti Fred, the Ghanaian youth, our hall, so was I'm coming for you. I thought to see he was about to talk about some youth policies. The only man named Guasia about me. Offer. Or tell the youth how competent he is. He couldn't even mention a single youth policy.
Oh no, I get.
And I remember that I say Mama Lanchi. And I have policies now. I can Mama Lanchi in the but Umiana Nkasa who candidate no. Or non Kasanya the opportunity to
candidate.
Our mom candidate.
I've read I get so. Okay.
Our mom candidate. I had the opportunity in the last 30 minutes. Offer in the last 30 minutes. Want me and youth policy back. If anybody says Baumia have mentioned a youth policy at the manifesto launch, he should come. We will debate it. The fact of the matter is, Oma copy in your mobile with the free NDC for manifesto. Scrapping of the E-levy, Baumia and the buyer, and then NDC for kind of best scrapping. Yes, see, I bet you women's back. Oh, no, Peter Charles said, over here. Offer, you are not being fair to us.
Moment can find
out. No, can you confirm comment? Because what the Casa
would in Pabrana.
About me, say what blame me. What the Casa? Or be crying in Pabra, only in Pabra. And you Casa, we need somebody.
My moment 32 seconds.
I can't make a program be Vox Africa TV. And Omuye and CPP in NDC. I feel say Peter will make his will be the last person to make a final comment. Share. Now, no making comment. You see, for 4 days now, ever since we launched the manifesto, the NDC has not been able to punch a single hole, and they are struggling. Baumia have given hope to Ghanaians. Youth, our Ghana have Obia Nidaso, any Baumia. Nami Wojidi say, a year 2024. A year Baumia say dictation over 1 million jobs and will be created among youth. Our Ghana. Yes.
21 million jobs.
What
yes.
No. I mean, we are talking about the
last
job.
year also man created 2.3. This year 2.3.
Baumia can say. Me patron me can say.
Abraham we are bedru.
Baumia can say. For the past 7 years. Oh yeah, okay. Baumia say for the past 7 years, NPP government has created 2.3 million jobs. One breakdown. And I'll say when you Kenya will be creating 1 million job.
Oh,
a corporate policy from the NDC. A corporate policy from the NDC.
Need 100.9 FM. Sabri is your sorry, my dinner. Yeah, the Bremo. Abna Moe, or DJ Foreigner. Or my ready somebody be coffee. Somebody be Jojo. You could see it 100.9 FM.
Listening here, and you are about to tell me